welcome fellow geeks to another episode of Tabletop Treasure Hunters this evening. We are joined tonight by our two wonderful guilds of the evening, the Powder Pact, who owns this job to technically, this is their job that everybody is going on, being accompanied by the Company of Honor. So we have our two goblins and our two Powder Pact members here with us today. And I think let's go ahead and let's start with introductions for them. Let's tell us about yourself as a person, and then tell us about your character if you could. Let's start with Mitch. Tell us about you. Tell us about Gilgamesh.
Yeah, sure. Hi, I am Mitch, also known as Penny for a Tale on all the social medias. I'm playing Gilgamesh today. Gilgamesh is a tiny sprite filled with vengeance, who now has a large construct, who views everyone else as titans from the Attack on Titan show. That's kind of him. He's a lovable guy. Just lovely energy.
Absolutely nothing dark about him at all.
Exactly.
Very good. Thank you, Mitch. Em, tell us about you and tell us about Midge.
Oh, my name is Em. I'm playing Midge, a wonderful little kobold friend who is all about her ancestry as a descendant of a dragon. She thinks that she needs to hoard things, so she became a little crafter so she can make all the stuff in her hoard. She's an adventurer, so she can find new and incredible items. And she's a good time. That's
awesome.
Midge.
Very good. Thank you, Em. Now for the Company of Honor, Matt, tell us about yourself. Tell us about Pjalb.
Hello, I'm Matt. You'll usually find me on Level 1 Geek streaming Monday nights. And I'm playing the little goblin Pjalb. I am one of 3 goblins currently in the Company of Honor, and we've reformed, we've done our best, we're doing our best, and hopefully we can bring honor to the goblin name.
Wonderful. Love Pjalb. Good stuff. Glad to have you on, Matt. And last but not least, Jason, tell us about yourself and tell us about Chichki.
Hello, I'm Jason. I like to roleplay, and these are my friends. Chichki is one of the other goblins in this set. He was going rogue, literally, until the intervention of the Lady Longshanks, and now he's kind of rededicating himself as a monk, but still embracing some of the roguish aspects. He's kind of ninja-esque, but not today. Today he's gonna embrace the celebration that we're all going to be, and he's very excited.
Very good. Thank you, Jason. Jason is a season 1 alum, as is M. And this is Jason's the first person to ever attend 2 festivals in Tabletop Treasure Hunters, because we have another festival session today. We've only had one before. So yeah, thank you, Jason. Glad to have you on. I am Chase. I am with Level 1 Geek. I'm the game master for this campaign. And that's enough said about me. So let's talk about you, chat, because you guys are just like jumping on chat interactions already. Like, you know what's going on, and that's awesome. I love to see it. Now we have a new chat interaction tonight that I'll call out really quick, because before I even said anything, you guys are a good 40% into both. So we put up a couple of community challenges. We're going to have these up going onwards for the guilds for 30 days. And if they don't get completed by then, we might start them up again in the future. We might not, but we'll put them up during the guild's actual sessions that they're playing during. And these are going to be basically permanent perks for the guilds if you guys unlock them. They take 10,000 community points each. Everybody can only contribute 2,000 max per stream. So if you guys were to team up, you could get it today if everybody pitched in. But basically for the Company of Honor, we've got a relic, which is a banner of Lady Longshanks that could be unlocked for their guild. And for the Powder Pack, they have some technological advancements where they will get some wacky, crazy gadgets, a whole pack for their guild to enhance their abilities. So if you guys want help with the guilds that way, feel free to drop some channel points towards those community challenges. If you click on the little mana symbol at the bottom of chat, you can contribute towards that. Aside from that, we have got many different ways for you guys to contribute. We have this affirmation bar up at the top. We've got hero points that you can give. We have blessings you can give. If you guys want the details on those, either watch chat. We've got some veterans in this chat that'll show you how it works, or you can go to level1geek.com and you can check out our tabletop treasure hunters section for the full details on our chat interactions. Because otherwise I'll talk at you guys forever about them, because we've got a lot and it's fun stuff. So definitely check those out. That's it for you guys, chat. Thanks for showing up, everybody. Now, before we jump any further, we are playing Tabletop Treasure Hunters. This is our homebrewed Pathfinder 2nd Edition fan content campaign. We are playing in the setting of Galarion, and many of the deities, characters, locations, and the rule set itself is all owned by a company named Paizo. So Paizo, thank you for letting us play a wonderful game and providing us with hours and hours of entertainment. And aside from thanking Paizo, I would like to also thank a few other people tonight. A big thank to Knights of Esteel, who is a sponsor this season. They have an awesome app called NPC for Hire. You guys join our Discord. There's a Tabletop Treasure Hunters art pack that you can download for free in that app if you join our Discord. So check that out. Also, they were kind enough to have their artist, Christiana Leone, donate all of our character art for this season. It's beautiful. You can see it rotating there on the overlay. Also, big thanks to Level 1 Gamers, who's giving out free stuff during arenas. They do awesome, geeky mugs and swag. Definitely check them out. And then a big thanks to Che and Peku, who is supplying maps via Patreon that we are supporting. And they just do so many cool maps. All these beautiful maps you see today are going to be from Che and Peku, aside from this entry map here. So big thanks to them. And then huge thanks to all of you, chat. Big thanks to my team. Big thanks to the cast. A lot of work goes into making this campaign happen. So much love to everybody there. And I think that is all I have in terms of introductions, everybody. So let's jump into the actual session. Actually, one more thing before we do that. We vote in this season's campaign for Renown. Currently, the standings that we have for Renown is we have a 3-way tie at 4 Renown between Company of Honor, Powder Pact, and the Foresight faction. Goldbloods, who are not in this session today, need a little bit of love as they're sitting at 1 currently, but we have a lot of season left to go. But we're going to start with our first vote today. So production is going to put a poll up in just a moment, and you guys are going to vote for who you want to earn this renown. And to help do that, each guild's going to give a little pitch really quick and tell the viewers why you guys think you deserve the renown tonight, just right off the bat. Powder Pact, what makes you guys think you deserve the renown tonight?
First off, thank you quite so much for passing this over to us. Gilgamesh, did you want to take this, or did you want me to, or do you want us to both talk?
No, I can do it.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah. I mean, one of my about 2 centuries ago, I was working as a detective. It was a pretty bustling city. That city doesn't exist anymore. Fallen in disrepair, mismanagement of its finances, poverty level rising. I was said to be married. I was engaged with someone. I had the ring in my pocket. Sadly, as I was returning home, she went out late for a grocery run. She never returned. But next couple weeks after that, I hunted down the person who murdered her. It took me down a dark path. Several weeks of me capturing this person, torturing them and letting them go, and then doing it all over and over again. In the end, he got the better of me. Killed my parents, killed my fiance's parents, my brother, sister. By the end of it, there wasn't really anything left of me. I think the only solace I have is that I did give him a death. It wasn't what I wanted. It wasn't really filled with much pain. Nothing compared to what I felt. But, I don't know. I haven't cried like that in a long time. So, that's why you should.
It's so sad. I can't just Gilgamesh, can I give you a hug? And Deku a hug. And Mitch runs over, just cradles your little tiny sprite body up into their little koboldy arms. It's like overly stroking your face. I'm sorry, I was just going to talk about my hat and how Brave got gave to me, but I feel terrible for even speaking. Just, you deserve all the happiness, Gilgies.
I think if you live long enough, you realize that no one deserves happiness. You actually deserve very little, but you try to get what you can.
Just, okay.
And
Whatever you say.
we have a wonderful raid of viewers from Tabletop Anthologies who just missed the very sad story, but they are just in time to hear the rebuttal by the Company of Honor. Why do you guys think that you deserve this first vote this evening?
First of all, Your Highness, Gilgamesh, that's a sad story. You need Lady Longshanks in your life. Lady Longshanks, she saved us. And she protected us. In fact, Gilb, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. 1 for the party.
2 for the show.
3 for the happy.
Let's go.
Lady Longshanks preserves.
Lady Longshanks preserves.
Sorry, that last part's supposed to be at the together, but we're still working on it.
Oh yeah, sorry.
It's
I'm
okay.
a little distracted.
It's okay. Piob, we love Piob.
Wonderful. Fantastic retort. So we're going to have production put up a poll. Now we have 3 polls this evening. We have one that's going to go up right now. We have one just towards the end of our break, and we have one at the end of the episode. Whoever wins the total votes from those 3 polls will get a bonus renown at the end of tonight. And if their job is successful, everybody will get a renown as well. So possible of 2 for the evening. And are you guys ready? Any other stuff to discuss before we jump in? I guess we had some blessings dished out here. It looks like Midge, you've been given a blessing by Desna, a minor blessing. And then Chichki and Pjal, you are part of the Company of Honor. So your guild passive is you start with a minor blessing. And Pjal is starting blessed by Abadar, and Chichki is starting blessed by Shaylin. Which weapon would you like to enhance with your Shaylin blessing, Chichki?
Shaylin has the weapon.
Yep.
Let me take a look at that just for a second. It's under blessings, right?
Awesome. Yes, indeed. And did you have a question? You raised your hand.
I have 2 blessings. I have a major and a minor. So is Desna my major and I'm still waiting for my minor?
Yes, it is.
Oh yeah.
So much Midge love just right out the gate. Let's roll it again. Your second one is also from Abadar, being blessed right alongside Pjalb.
Yeah.
Abadar, thank you to a wonderful Midge adjusts a little unicorn badge that she's wearing upon her lapel. We're going to do such a good time tonight. Yes, I can feel the gods shining down upon us.
So they both get, it says here, 5 extra days of downtime.
Yes, and that is
Nice.
This is a blessing that won't take effect during this session. That's a future reward blessing. So we do have a downtime phase after the first round of jobs, and that will give you some extra time.
So they get some
Abadar's
extra
gonna help you be
vacation.
very efficient.
It's not
yes.
vacation. We're gonna craft some sick stuff.
Yeah.
Abadar's all about that PTO. Okay,
All right.
good stuff. Also, raiders and new friends, welcome. And you caught us just in time for our vote. So this is a campaign where we have kind of a competition going on. We have 2 of our guilds with us tonight, the Powder Pact by Gilgamesh and Midge here, and we have the Company of Honor with Pjalb and Chichki. So if you guys want to get on this vote, feel free to vote on this poll and say who you guys think deserves a bit of extra renown tonight. Okay, I think that is the logistics out of the way. So the job that we're on this evening, as Lord Physics has assigned you, is you guys are traveling to a kingdom called Arcfeld. Arcfeld is a fairly new kingdom. It is small but flourishing. It's been doing pretty well in the River Kingdoms. Now, Arcfeld is claiming to have discovered a new sort of Starmetal. Starmetals are very rare, very precious, typically found up in the region of Numeria. Now, a lot of these Starmetals have been known for being very potent for holding magical energies. What's notable about this one is they're stating that they found a Starmetal that seems to just absolutely repel magic. They only found a small note of it. The area is very dangerous, and it seems to be located near some very dangerous Numerian ruins. So they want to team up with a couple of groups to help explore and obtain the Starmetal. And these groups that they're going to pick to help them out are going to also get exclusive trade agreements. They're going to get inside information, and they're going to also know the location of where the Starmetal is located. But they're not sharing that location yet. They don't want to share it with everybody. They don't want to have like a mad Starmetal rush. So this kingdom is holding a day of games and looking at potential partners for this expedition. So Lord Physics has assigned that the Powder Pact is to lead this job here, and they are taking along with them the Company of Honor. You guys are to go attend this day of games, see if you can impress Arcfeld, and see if you can get picked as one of their partners to go explore for this new Starmetal. So you guys had your very fancy lightning glyphs that are given to all Alliance members who are on travels for Alliance business. It is actually just a magical item that comes in the form of two little black stones with kind of cracked bits of yellow in it that you clack together. It shoots down a bolt of lightning and forms these gorgeous lightning birds that will take you to your location. Very fast way of travel, a little bit frightening if you're afraid of heights. But we're going to go ahead and skip ahead to where you guys have had, a nice few days travel to the River Kingdoms. You're able to camp and rest effectively, and you guys are arriving bright and early in Arcfeld. And let's jump to it here. So as you guys land kind of just at the entrance. The center of town currently is bustling. As you guys are flying over, you can see a nice, small, modest kingdom. It's not a large city or anything. They do have a keep. They do have some pretty nice buildings set up. But what's notable right now is the town square is just bustling with people. There are tents being set up all over for different stands for merchants. There's a very large tent kind of towards the front of town, just outside the main wall, where it looks like they're starting to set up games and food vendors. And it's a nice warm morning already. You can tell it's going to be a hot day. But as you guys land, you get the nice smells of variety of foods and just fire, and this kind of that smell that you get at like a fair, where you can tell like there's games, there's all kinds of different foods being fried and cooked up. Just hits your nostrils. And we're gonna go to you guys as you land there. What are you doing?
Chichki is not currently dressed in his usual dark garb. He's wearing his little suit underneath, but remember his fancy duds that they got last adventure? He was dressing himself up like a fancy gnome. He's wearing that proudly. Even though the guild wanted to get it back, he smuggled some of the robes, and he's now donned with these, so he's ready to celebrate.
Oh man, I forgot you got like the fanciest outfits on your last job.
Yeah, they were pretty garish. I think it was like a green robe and some other things on it. So that's what I'm wearing.
Very good. What about the rest of you? Anything notable as you land and start heading into town?
Oh yes. Midge dismounts, and the short little body sliding off of this lightning griffin, and makes a grand twirl, displaying an absolute wondrous cloak that like is so long it's trailing on the ground behind her. It's gaudy. It's extravagant. It is adorned with brilliant gems and fur trim to the extent where it's just bordering on too much, but somehow she's pulling it off. When I wear this cloak, I'm gaining instant fame and notoriety. So as I'm walking, little kobold shoulders back, chin tilted far too high in the air, and strutting, Midge glances from side to side before looking over at Pulb. Did you know, Pulb, that myself and my guild crafted this wonderful thing? And she gives it another little shake.
That's incredible.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm quite. You don't understand the craftsmanship that went into this. We had 3 gnomes sewing through the night on just the trim alone.
Wow.
You have gnomes?
I'm so impressed.
We have free folk of all kinds.
Oh. Gilgamesh, did you help make it?
So Gilgamesh can't really be seen right now. So there's Enkidu, who's now large, but Gilgamesh sits on a recliner, gazing off to a fireplace as he's enjoying a bit of coffee. He's currently looking over the photos of his children over the centuries, and the wives, and the burnt letters. Upon hearing his name, he will press a button, and Enkidu's head will open up, and you see this little living room in the head that's big enough now to be a substantially good living room compared to his size. As he looks up and puts down his family photos.
You guys could have sworn that Gilgamesh was with you when you landed, but he immediately took off. Enkidu is actually shipped here. Far too ever for these lightning grifts. Gilgamesh already just headed right to there. They had this almost sort of bond. They just found each other immediately. And you guys now have this very large construct just standing by you.
Chichki looks over at this giant thing, and of course you're on the top, right? And
yeah,
so
it's the head just opened up.
So he looks around. He sees a doorway and one of those signs that hangs over the doorway. He runs over, makes an attempt to climb the doorway. And I'll just make a skill check here. This is going to be an athletics. He gets an 18. Would that be enough to scale a doorway?
Yeah, absolutely.
Everything. Gets up on top of the sign so he can look probably not down, probably level. Your contraption is how high?
It's a large one, so
it's as tall as a horse, probably a little bit taller than a horse.
Okay, so probably looking slightly down just from the sign.
Master Gilgamesh, it's wonderful. What do you do inside of there?
He looks around. I remember.
Remember? Oh, remembers family?
Yeah.
Oh.
Love lost, friendships had.
Goblins lose family all the time. We're not very careful, and sometimes a sibling or cousin does something stupid. It happens. It's very, very sad. But it's okay, because we have lots of family. And so we get together and we have lots of fun. You saw our family at the arena. When you fought in the arena, we had family there watching. We had the Nana, and we had two granddads, and we had
and he just starts listing all these family members that were there watching.
I don't know if I could appreciate what I have if not for the mayflies. So thank you.
Mayflies? What's mayflies?
There's a certain bug that doesn't live very long. They die frequently and often.
Oh, mayflies. Little tiny ones?
Yeah.
Oh. How long does fairy? Master Gilgamesh's fairy?
Yeah.
How long does fairy last?
Forever, as long as I return.
Oh, definitely not mayflies. Okay. Well,
I'm about 999 years with this body.
Wow. That's very long time.
But I'll die soon.
Gilb, we are almost 6, right? 6 years?
No, we're 7.
Seven?
You hear this voice, but from where you are, you can't see him because he's kind of ducked behind Midge at seeing Enkidu now so massive.
Now, brief interruption. Company of Honor, you guys have taken the first vote this evening. There are 2 more, so if you guys feel sad by this, want the Powder Pack to win, there's always the next 2 votes. But congrats to the Company of Honor on the first vote. Also, from your guild bags, Pjalb, you don't have this yet, but during this evening, if you want to pull out a conveniently timed blueprint for something, it will conveniently be in your guild bag at just the right time. And Midge, you feel your guild bag get heavier, and from it you draw a ornately decorated speaking trumpet. So tell us what that looks like.
Okay, so it looks like a French horn. like where it's got like the big twirl in the middle of it, and there's buttons to like activate this speaking thing so that it actually gets louder when you speak through. And straightening their chef hat, graciously given to them by Brave Gut, Midge will stride out in front of Adiku and say, "Please do excuse me, but the baby is coming through." And like try and like clear the crowd so Indiku has enough space to walk. "It is a good baby, and we love it very, very much. So please don't get trampled upon."
Yeah, people don't seem too like worried about the construct. They don't even seem like shocked by it or anything.
They're not
at this
giving it
current
the
moment.
respect that it deserves.
Absolutely, and they do. As soon as you announce that, the crowd kind of parts. And as soon as it does, you hear this little voice shout from ahead, "Whoa! It's the First World Fortune Seekers Alliance!" And you guys can see ahead of you, there are three very notable figures standing out from the crowd. You see three little Gripplies. Gripplies are frog-type people. They're even smaller than the goblins here, but a little bit bigger than Gilgamesh. One of them is wearing a unicorn onesie, just like fluffy hood with a horn on top and everything. That's the one that just shouted at you. You also see one next to him that's in a very nicely dressed, full fancy suit with a little unicorn pin. And then behind them, there's one in a pink fluffy robe, holding a mug of some sort of hot beverage in unicorn slippers. The little one in the unicorn onesie comes running up to you excitedly. The other two tail behind them. "Oh, I'm such a big fan!"
Well, might I say that
Jumps up
I'm
and
such a
grabs
big
Midge's
fan.
hand and shakes her hand.
Oh yeah, pumping eagerly, but like with my free hand, Midge will show off the unicorn that they are wearing on their lapel that's crusted with gems. "Look, I see that we both have a fascination with the world's most glorious creature.
"Oh yeah, absolutely. So we're in a
Besides
bit of
dragons,
a.
of course."
I like unicorns. We're in a bit of a hurry, but don't let them get you. They're out for you today.
Ooh,
Absolute sabotage, I tell you. Absolute
What?
sabotage.
please do tell us more.
The one that's in the suit and the other one kind of catch up, and the one in the suit clears his throat. "Pardon my friend here, but nobody is out to get you. A bit of a bluffer, this one here. Just trying to get in your head, hoping you're all going to lose. Not even actually a fan. He's lying to you. I am a fan. Very big one."
I'm gonna
Good.
roll a perception to see if this person's not a fan.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a perception.
Okay. I'm just waiting for my +1 to add. There we go. A nat 20. Get wrecked.
Wow.
Yeah, with you at 20, you can tell the one in the unicorn onesie definitely is a very excitable fan. It actually seems like the one in the suit is lying to you, maybe being a little bit subtly condescending. And the big one in the back is definitely a Gripply, but quite a bit larger than the other two. Almost looks a bit more like a toad in nature. You know what I heard? You know what I heard? The Midge, is it?
Yes.
I heard you're all a bunch of wasted space in this town. Why don't you go back home?
All right, I'm gonna press a button, and it will deliver me to the shoulder cannon of Enkidu. I'm gonna load up the goblin feces covered rounds into it, so that when it bursts into their flesh, it starts causing decay and eventually disease. These rounds also particularly burst forth after going into the flesh, making it very difficult to pull out of a body without it being very painful. He's gonna load it up and just like.
Can Chichki try to jump out and intervene?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is this an initiative roll?
No, I don't think so. I think you could definitely jump in as this very
All right.
intense cannon is being loaded up.
Okay, so as he's jumping to that, Chichki correctly ascertains what's about to happen. He leaps down from the sign, does a twirl as he's landing, and he'll land in front of Where are these characters?
They're not on the map currently.
Okay.
This
So
map,
I'll just
in fact,
I'll just
is-
land right here
yeah.
and pretend that that's where it is. And he lands there, puts his hands up to Gilgamesh, says,
Lord Gilgamesh, it's okay. It's okay. We goblins, we used to people not treating us well. It's okay. It's okay. They sometimes learn, sometimes they don't. We don't need to retaliate.
As this is happening, as this cannon gets loaded, kind of a crowd of people comes swarming up excitedly around Enkidu about this display of this loaded ranged weapon activating up. And you lose sight on these Gripplies for a bit, and as soon as that crowd moves by, they just suddenly seem gone. You don't see any trace of them anymore.
Dang it.
Permission to join Master on his walking palace?
Please do. And let's hunt these 3 down.
Okay.
and the Chishki scrambles up to the top there, sits down next to Gilgamesh and the cannon, and says,
We appreciate you watching out for us. You are like family to us. We appreciate. Let's go see how much we can party. Would you like to drink some drinks and fun?
I would prefer to hunt down those 3.
You guys see another large part being formed in the crowd, and this time you see that there are a bunch of guards, all decorated in uniforms, all wearing the same crest that you see all over Arcfeld here. And behind them you see a little halfling woman, long blonde hair, very bright blue eyes, decorated in very regal clothing, and wearing a little crown on top of her head. And she comes walking up. People are giving this group of guards very big space. You must be the First World Fortune Seekers Alliance.
Yes, we are. This
One of our most-
is. Shh.
One of our most promising prospects. Oh, no worries whatsoever. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the Queen of Ochfelt. Are you familiar?
Queen
Of
Yes.
course.
is royalty.
Of course.
A monarchy.
I am ever so honored that you would even deign to speak with us.
I'm
Is it
only
a-
just kidding. You don't have to know who I am. Tanla
Was-
Sotin, Queen of Ochfeld. Nice to meet you all.
What sort of monarchy is this? A constitutional one or divine right?
Reclaimed.
How do you distribute taxes or to collect them?
We claim. We
Oh,
claim.
I'm not here to talk politics, but thank you. Now, you're all interested in a partnership with Ochfeld, are you not? I imagine that's why you've brought this grand creation.
Yes.
Yes.
Not the first one to do it. Clockwork Scouts are already here, but I must say, this one does seem more ready for utility.
Oh, yes, baby is best of its kind.
Baby, interesting name.
Wait, Midge, are you calling my construct that I built with my daughter, my late daughter, baby?
Yes, it's our child. It's the child of the Powder Pact, isn't it? We all care about it. We love it. We adore it. We pour our efforts and our money into it. It's our baby.
Oh,
If
that's
you
lovely.
understood what these hands have done to people, I don't think you'd call it a baby.
Oh, dear.
Lord Gilgamesh maybe is symbolic. It means it's not really what it says.
It's just odd.
The queen is kind of looking awkwardly between everybody. Anyways. Now, just for a bit of information, I'm quite busy today. If you're wishing to impress, there are 3 events I would like to see you participate in, if you're able. Number 1, we have many stands set up here for goods, services, things to be traded. Now, the person that we pick as our partner, we're hoping will be innovative and, of course, a bit business savvy, as there will be trade agreements, between the 2 countries, not countries, regions, guilds, groups, whatever you want to call it, of what you're calling yourselves. Now, I would like you to set up a stand here. I want to see what kind of revenue you can bring in for yourselves. I want to see what kind of innovations you can provide. Provide anything you would like, pick a spot over there. I'll make sure you get rights to a stand and keep it running all day. Any questions there?
Stand.
Uh,
We
you
have
s-
to stand there?
No,
I imagine
I-
somebody should be running it, though
Of
I
course.
suppose you don't need to constantly. You may lose out on some sales.
Piob,
You said there are three
can run and
competitions,
stand,
and they're
right?
all happening at the same time.
okay.
They're not even necessary. Well, they are competitions, in a way. Well, they happen throughout the day. So the stand will be going all day. I would also like to see at least one of you participate in our talent show. Multiple of you can
Talent show.
compete. I would like to see at least one. And then, of course, we will be ending, because I knew you were coming. Pardon me if it's a bit cliche. I know that you already are all competing in arenas, but I would like to see a bit of a duel between some of our competitors. I have some, of course, harmless weapons set up, and we have healers on standby. Shouldn't be anything too dangerous. Just no seriously lethal magic, and use the weapons that we give you.
I see.
I would like to see either a 1-on-1 or a 2 versus 2. Your decision. I'll get you set up against one of the other prospects.
Of course. We would be happy and pleased to participate in such a thing. But and you said that how well we do in these 3 different avenues determines whether or not we are one of the chosen guilds to get our little hands upon this Starmetal.
I'm going to be picking 2 partners, and this is no sort of legitimate point system. I'm going to decide who I want to decide on. Just try to
course.
impress.
Of course.
And for me to be impressed, I would like to see those 3 events participated in and performed well.
Well, let me assure you, my lady, that we are going to do quite well, and you will be more impressed than you could ever imagine.
My
Wonderful.
cousin Piob, he impressive. Very impressive.
You should hear them sing.
Perhaps for the talent show? Save it for the talent show.
Of course.
I love your accent, by the way. Are you from these parts?
Oh, no. That's hilarious. Taldor.
Well, that's where I hail from as well. Though
Oh.
now I own my own kingdom.
Would you be
You
better?
dropped the accent so quickly.
I'm sorry?
Most people from Taldor speak like this, don't they?
I'm not sure. Been a long time. Anyhow,
Sound
busy
true.
day. Also, we have many games going on.
Can
in
I
the tent
sense
here.
motive her?
Yeah, for sure.
Because that was like really unnecessarily sus.
Roll me a blind perception, if you will.
Okay, let me re-roll.
Yeah, do it.
I think this one is blind. Man, I rolled so good my first time.
I know. Maybe you rolled
I
better.
have
You never
fortune on
know.
all of my rolls.
Yeah,
so let me
roll
roll it
another blind
again.
one.
All my D20 rolls have fortune.
Sick.
RLU, they disappeared before we could ask what their names were. Okay,
They
what do I
did.
get off of this person?
You get that she is a bit pretentious. She did seem a little bit weird about you bringing up Taldor. You don't really know why, but the mention of Taldor seemed to make her slightly uncomfortable, that she was trying to keep her composure.
Oh, interesting.
King, Lord Gilgamesh. She is royalty? You can tell?
There is no royalty in this world. There's people grabbing at power like little children.
Actually, that is, and I am royalty as by my claimed land and ownership of this
You don't
kingdom.
know. I'm so sorry. This is our jester, and he makes all those sorts of funny jokes about her comments about reality and society that you wouldn't normally get. It's an acquired sense of humor. Don't let him bother you at all.
Save it for the talent show.
Of course.
Best of luck to all of you.
Thank
We
you,
shall disperse.
Lady Tama Sotin?
Very close, dear.
Oh.
Best of luck. Oh, as I was saying, games in the tent. Not necessary. I won't really be watching them, but if you would like to enjoy yourself throughout the day, we have a lovely festival. Feel free to participate if you find the time.
Oh, thank you.
Games not necessary.
This whole time, Chichki, he pulls out this rag, and he's writing with his greasy finger on the rag. If anybody was to look at it, they wouldn't really be able to make any sense out of it.
Very good. She does a little bow, and then she leaves.
Okay. Oh, well, that is going to be quite the conundrum, isn't it, my dear friends?
Is she the one who has the sky rocks?
Yes.
Oh.
She's the one who decides whether or not we're going to go on to the missions to find the sky rocks to be most. And it's not really sky rocks, it's Starmetal, but that's neither here nor there. But again, how are we going to split up these tasks?
Seems a bit silly. I mean, I feel like we should have submitted our financial proposal for what we're going to do with the Sky Rocks, and so as to benefit their kingdom.
Makes sense.
Doesn't it? Instead of playing games?
Instead of
Oh,
running and standing.
but
I don't understand
Gilgamesh,
running and standing all day.
That doesn't make for a very good show.
I'm with Midge. I kind of want to play some games.
I'd like to play some games too, but she said one of us at least has to run and stand all day.
Excuse me. Name is Lantern. I am taking care of all of the stands, merchant
How
agreements,
are you?
whatnot today. Yes. Please come pick your location for the stand. I'll get you set up, and then you can be on your own way. I will not be assisting anybody in any way aside from getting their stand established.
I can
Seriously.
do the stand if you would like to do the other items.
Oh, do you have what is the word I'm looking for? The charm to run a stand, Gilgamesh. You have to
Look at
deal
me.
with so many people, and people can be so tiring.
I believe in him. I mean,
Thank you.
my BF was so good at making dinner a few nights ago, so
Oh,
Yeah,
yes, how
I-
was your group date?
I enjoyed it. It's one of my fondest memories.
Our Nana, she was secretly watching. She told us all about it. It sounds lots of funny. Oh,
Oh.
I
sorry.
laughed. Yeah, it was nice.
I wasn't supposed to say that.
But I'm up to
So-
the task if we want.
Very well. Please come with me.
Yes, of course.
Now, have you decided as a group what you will be distributing?
Oh, we were discussing that when you broke into our conversation.
He
Uh,
pulls. He's got like a scroll with like a hard, like firm book underneath of it to write on, and some sort of what appears to be an enchanted quill. He's scribbling notes. Let me know what you'll be registering for your services before you split, please.
So here are my thoughts. We provide the services of assassinations.
Nothing
Poisons
against kingdom laws, which assassination is, I am sorry to say.
Oh, okay. What? Okay, it's violence, the selling of weapons, ammunition as well.
Selling weapons would be fine, as would ammunition. I don't know what selling violence means, but it sounds awfully close to assassination.
Well, I have several treaties on war on how to overthrow monarchies, and I thought we could sell that as well. Very good reads.
That's a bit.
Jester is so funny. Don't you think that our Jester's so funny?
Oh. This is
Yes.
stand for selling things. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I did not
A
understand.
shop.
goods and or
A
services.
shop.
Oh. Oh, I have idea.
yeah.
Master Gilgamesh. What if
Yes.
you teach how to make things? Lessons.
I used to make little castles in the sand with my daughter at the beach. Could do something like that. Works
Yes.
of art.
Maybe they bring things to you and you show how to make something out of it.
Something beautiful. So we can show them that even the broken things can be whole again.
Yes. Lady Longshanks would approve. Right,
If you're
Gilb?
needing supplies, we have many vendors here that you can buy your supplies from. Players, mechanically wise, you guys can invest up to 200 gold towards these, whatever you're going to try to do. If you want to create something, You can invest up to 200 gold for it. We'll of course do checks for it and whatnot. And we're basically going to be seeing if you get that investment back or not. You may exceed it. And you guys have to decide how the guilds are going to pay for that, like what the split is going to be. If you're going to pay 50-50 or...
Now, is that for each of these? Each of the 3 things? So we have 200 gold
that's just for the stand.
Just for the stand, okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Midge, as my accountant, I would like to invest 200 of my own funds in this endeavor.
Oh, let me just, well, you don't have 200 funds. You had 3 gold left over from our previous buying experience, and then we have a grand total of 122 gold that was brought in from our last job, but Bravegut isn't here, and I'm quite afraid that if we use all of it, that could be quite a problem. But I do believe we could maybe do 50 to 75 gold.
Let's do 100.
Chichki fishes through his pouch.
And what are you planning to do with us all, in Gilgamesh?
That is the question that we're all waiting to hear.
I will provide services. People can bring their broken items, and I will make them whole again. Beautiful and whole.
What a wondrous idea, Gilgamesh. You are so talented with your little tiny hands.
I has 10 goldses.
Oh, wondrous. You know what? I think that we can put 75 of our own in for a grand total of 85 gold. Gilgamesh, I'm quite certain that that will be enough gold for you to work with. Don't you agree?
Mitch, look at me. Look at me in the eyes. With your big, giant eyes.
Yes.
Do you believe in me?
Yes.
Put it
No,
down.
yes. Yes. Definitely. Okay. All
Okay,
right.
Mitch? Hey, no matter what anyone else says, I think you're a good person.
Who
Pretty
is
beautiful.
saying? Never mind. Never mind. I will so reluctantly pay out 100 gold. Well, 90 gold with the 10 from our good friend. Okay.
Can we
So
use the gold?
90's going from Powder Pack, 10 is going from Company of Honor, correct?
That sounded correct.
You
Cool.
said we could donate up to 200 that's from the guild?
To,
Or from
you guys-
ourselves?
From yourselves. And I mean, you guys can assume you brought the coin you need for this, but basically 200 gold is the maximum you can invest in this.
Okay.
If you're going over 200 gold, you're not going to really have time to assemble such a thing for the
Yeah.
festival.
Okay. Yeah. So Chichki pours in 10 gold. He also offers to help make the sign and decorate it
All on you.
for the advertisement.
So this is the sign to advertise. Have Lord or King Gilgamesh.
My title back in the first world has always been Emperor.
Emperor Gilgamesh fix and make stuff, right?
Or Sovereign. I have been called
Oh.
Sovereign before.
Okay, how spell sovereign?
Sovereign Gilgamesh will solve in your problems.
Wow.
Ooh.
Sounds
And we make
awesome.
song. We can make song and sing the
Yes.
song.
I think this is a wonderful idea. Now, I must ask a terrible request of you two. Would you two possibly be interested in doing the fighting bit of this challenge?
Oh, goblins, we know how to fight. We
Wondrous.
fight all our lives. Right,
I-
Pulb?
Yeah.
Remember time Pulb poke out my eye? Well, it didn't poke it out, but he poked my eye. It was
I
accident.
said sorry.
But I know it was accident, but it was very good poke. It
Aw,
stopped
thank
me
you.
right there. Boom. I was running to take care of something. Well, I was trying to steal something, but then he said stop, and he poked my eye, and I stopped. It's very good.
Just be sure you do this to the next one. And that would
Yeah.
leave me to do the performance, which I will do my very, very best. And in my free time, I shall provide assistance to Gilgamesh. Does this sound like a good plan?
Uh-huh. Yes.
Yeah.
Should we make a song, Pilb, for the shop?
Oh yeah. I
Okay.
think so. Drum up some more customers.
Okay. Sovereign Gilgamesh, solve
Solve?
Why don't you all discuss that while you come with me and get your stand established? I'm putting it under repair services.
My good man, I did think that we were already following you. And yes, we will be repair services and minor craftings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Trinkets
sir.
and repairs. Very well. Follow me. Pick anywhere along the market area here to set up your stand as we walk. And we're walking. So if you guys look at this map, go ahead and this wall here is the entrance into town, into like the main market area. It seems to loop around. You guys don't see much going on back here. To the far south of the map is the keep. So go ahead and pick a spot on the map. Place Gilgamesh's token there if you guys want to. Choose where you want to set up your stand in this tented area.
In this tented area.
Yeah, all these like little tarps. And tents in the center.
I will ask my good friends here to figure out the foot traffic
Well,
so we can get the optimal space.
Hmm.
Also, that
Do
one
that.
BB. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, new friends.
Whoa.
Thank you.
Ooh, more
RL,
friends.
you brought some friends over. Mwah.
We're having party.
Oh, yes, a wondrous party. I think that we should go, perhaps, I could be wrong here. It looks as if there are a couple different veins of traffic, and it's a nice big star-shaped tent, which I'm quite a fan of.
Chase, would a society check here be helpful in ascertaining a good spot for this?
Yeah, I will allow a society check or any like applicable lores to something like this.
Okay.
I'll do a
Alright.
society check as well, if that's cool.
Yeah,
Or
they don't have to
fair.
be blind. Go ahead and just roll them up.
Blind?
No, they don't have to be blind. Go and do them public.
Public
Good
roll.
question, Chase.
Yes.
Can I
Chishki gets
pull
a
out a convenient blueprint that may have maybe some old sales records for stands that have done well and where they have been?
Ooh, nice.
Absolutely. Yes, you may. Yeah, so you get a little bit of weight in your guild bag, and you do pull out some previous. This festival has been held for the last 3 years in this kingdom, and this tent on the very southern end of the circle has always done very, very well.
Okay. It looks like
And Chishki gets a 26. So independent. Along with that, we'd probably come up with which spot did you say?
Very southern end here, where all these purple tents are. Let's see, I'll shift, click, drag you guys there. And yeah, you agree with
right
that
there.
blueprint. It makes sense. It checks out. Lots of traffic there. By both ends of the loops, people are typically taking a breather on their route, looking around.
Okay.
Yeah. So Gilgamesh will start to create a in the sand an alchemist circle, and start getting papers and such concerning dogs and small individuals and chimeras and such, placing them upon the table, and
I see what you're doing here.
we're gonna make them whole again, each and every one.
Chichki will start painting and decorating a sign, and he's trying his best to spell out Sovereign, Gilgamesh, and then he keeps coming back to Midge.
what does it say again? It says Sovereign Gilgamesh.
Sovereign Gilgamesh is. Oh, I forgot what I said before. It was so good. Is solving your problems.
Solving problems. Yes.
Solving your
And then he
problems,
goes back to
solving-
it.
Yeah, yes.
And he hums a little tune as he's doing it.
Sovereign
Now-
Gilgamesh will fix everything that you will break. Pilb?
Work in progress.
Okay.
And he keeps humming as he's decorating the sign.
You
Very
are
good.
Ever so adorable, if I've never told you that before. I just do so enjoy your songs. I've heard before that dragons would hum to themselves when they were buried in their hoard. Just a low growl that resonated with Earth itself.
You want to bury yourself? Why would you want to do that?
No, I want to like slumber with gold across my entire body. And they spread their arms to the side and like look up in rapture at the idea of just being like saturated in gold.
Midge, you should be thinking about family and love and maybe warmth of another person.
Oh, I'm so young, Gilgamesh. I'm
You're
not
not,
ready for
though.
that thing.
You're gonna die soon.
Oh.
It's unfortunate and sad, but it's going to happen unexpectedly and without your knowledge. Just prepare yourself for it.
Mitch like slumps a little. Oh, well, that was a different sort of heavy than what I was picturing, gold. But perhaps you're right. I must go prepare for my act and find out what time my act is.
Hey, Midge, on that heavy note, can I have you scribe a resource for me?
Scribe a resource?
Yeah, I
What
just
do
need you to
mean?
track. I'm going to give you guys points for establishing this stand. Can you keep track of the points for me?
Of course, I would be happy to keep track of the points.
Very good. You go ahead and take 2 points for your location of the stand. Go ahead and roll me a perform, Chichki, as you're kind of working on this song here.
Chichki's pulling the song together. Peel, do you want to try and aid in this performance?
Yeah, I would love to.
Chichki, by the way, is not very good at performing. So if you are better at performing, it might be better to have Chichki be the one who aids.
Oh, I'm all right at it. I'll give it a shot.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
so good at performing. Teach me your song, and then you two can flank me, and we can do a little dance.
Oh,
Oh.
you help us too?
Of course, I'd be more than pleased to do so.
Yeah.
Okay, so which of us
So
is aiding
let's
in this?
talk about this then really quick. So let's go to we're going to a bit of a downtime mode here. So
Okay.
you guys on your plate, you have a talent show coming up.
Okay.
I was very vague on those details. There's also a duel coming up at some point. You guys are supposed to keep this stand running for the entire day. And there's also games and whatnot. So what are you guys doing right now? You have your stand situated. The paperwork is filled out. This stand belongs to you.
Mhm.
So what's your plan here? What's everybody's plan that they're going to be working on? Are you guys splitting up? Are you guys all going to work together until the stand is done? Let's go kind of round table and see what everybody wants to contribute.
Okay. Where would you like to start?
I
Mitch.
mean, Gilgamesh and Enkidu will fix the stand up, make it perfect.
Very good. So you're gonna take the time it needs to get the stand actually set up.
Mhm.
Very good.
Midge was thinking that they would do a performance with the goblins to attract the initial attention to the stand, and then hurry off to the talent show. To
Okay.
like do a little grand opening and then like disappear.
Yep.
Very good. Do you know where the talent show is or what time it is?
No, I can gather some information and find out.
Cool. So you're gonna help out for a bit and then go gather about the talent show.
Oh,
Would you say
man,
that we
now
have
I'm
maybe-
stressed that I'm going to be late.
Would you say that we have maybe like 5-10 minutes of crafting time that she can be out gathering information? And then when she comes back, then we do our grand opening performance thing and then split? What do you
So
think?
Midge is gonna go gather information while Gilgamesh gets the stand set up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Chichki's going to be still making the sign and coming up with the song. What about you, Peel? Chichki keeps asking for help because he's not good at performing and he's not good at crafting. So the sign he's making is probably not looking very good.
It's
Okay.
charming.
I'd say Peel, like every now and then, will help Chichki with some spelling errors.
Okay.
And I think he'd probably take a look around. He does give Enkidu kind of a wide berth whenever he comes back around. He's quite a bit bigger than the last time Peel saw him. But I'd say, like, amidst that, he probably looks at some nearby stalls to see if there are any names that would be fun to include in the songs as like a little shout out.
Do like competing stands nearby?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Okay, so
Are we going to be derogatory to the competing stands because they're competing?
Ooh.
Or is it kindness for all?
Are they doing the same things as us, or?
You know that there is, so let's see. So does Pjolb want to gather information then about like other competitors here?
Yeah, I would love to.
That's
Okay.
a great idea.
So this is what we're going to do to start off with. Gilgamesh, roll me a craft to get the sign set up.
Excellent.
Not the sign, the stand. You're getting the actual stand set up. So roll me a craft.
Oh.
That is...
We have no hero points, do we?
You guys aren't allowed to reroll skill points with hero points anyways. You need the
Oh, that's
foresight
right.
faction for that.
Oh my, totally screwed. Should I
Gilgamesh,
just
I feel like what happens is Gilgamesh sets up this stand with an unsettling vibe. So why don't you tell us about
Probably
that,
looks
Mitch?
like an execution.
Yeah. So while contemplating the meaning of life and making things whole, he goes back to several experiments he performed on his youth, particularly with a young individual and a cat. And so with that retrospect and knowledge, he has this alchemical symbol to old eldritch and horrible beings set upon the ground with a hovel like tent over it, threadbare and kind of see-through. The thread itself looks like it could be some sort of flesh from some sentient creature stretched out over the full side of the tent. There's even some blood dripping on the side of it. He has charts and such about the anatomy of sentient creatures. The best place is to stick a tuning fork to disrupt motor functions through the nose. It is a melancholy sort of place, a altar to death, torture, and hell on earth. But it is here to make people whole again.
Just in case anybody missed it, that was a nat 1 that was just described.
Yeah.
Hey, Midge, would you please kindly take a point away for me?
Huh? The chat wants to know if Mitch is okay.
Yeah!
Not Gilgamesh. They don't know if Midge is okay.
It's just Tuesday.
So Midge gets back and comes and sees this horrific thing that looks like a
It's like a real big cult
like a
vibes going on.
and then Chichki proudly shows his sign that he's been working on, and the corrections that Pjolb.
Sobbing. Gilgamesh. So proud. Yes.
Excellent.
What's this just dark vibe?
This will
Okay.
work perfectly.
So Gilgamesh is working on that horrible stand. Pjolb, you're out and about investigating on competitors, and you feel your guild bag activate. And from it, you draw a letter. It's a little rolled up scroll, and you can see that you can feel that there's like a wax insignia underneath of it. It's not sealing it, so it kind of loosely unrolls when you grab it. Would you like to read it?
Yeah, I would love to.
This is the strange letter from the guild bag. Let me see if this shows for you guys. Why don't you go ahead and read that, Pjolb?
Oh.
Ooh.
Pardon me, but I believe I may have accidentally crossed our interdimensional spaces. Who is this? Please send back a response with something red. Please don't use my seal, though. That is identity theft. Signed, Vinasis.
So Pjolb, you're out on your own when you find this. You can do with that what you will at any point, but that is in your possession currently.
Okay, sweet.
And why don't you go ahead and roll me? What are you using to gather information? You can use stealth to eavesdrop. You can use diplomacy to be friendly. You can use intimidation to shake people down. What do you want to do?
Oh, okay. So in this case, Pjolb, though this isn't normally his way of going about things, he does take his best friend status with Gilgamesh and his honorary cousin status with Midge very seriously. And so he's going to be going up to try to intimidate other vendors
Okay, very good. Yeah, go ahead and make an intimidation check. Also, chat, people have been asking about my eye. There's something in it. So it's.
Do you need to step away from your desk and have a Tory moment?
No, I will not be bringing back my makeup products and discussing it.
You want me to blow
tough it
on
out
it?
right here.
I can blow on
Yeah,
it.
you know, give
Everyone
that
just
a
like
try.
leans in.
Mitch.
No, that's not. What are you doing?
I got a 28 for intimidation.
Why is Bjorn so frightening? Okay, so you're trying to intimidate down other vendors then, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
Maybe
yeah.
Sorry,
Oh,
I
no,
can
you're
just
good.
picture this little goblin coming up and being, very discreet and everything, and saying, we have a little shop that we're trying to set up, and it would be very unfortunate if something bad was to happen. And they look over at the thing that is being constructed, and they're like, I think I'm being threatened here.
Ask him what's the most they've lost in a coin toss, and then just do it. You're like, call it.
Yeah, what's the most you've lost in a coin toss?
So this is what you see around, and people do kind of try to you're well known here. You guys have been a pretty big deal around Galarian. You're making a very big public competition known, so people seem to recognize you, and they do try to kind of hide what they're doing, some of them, but they see you being threatening. They see the stand you're setting up, and they do look a little bit unnerving and kind of go about their business. Go ahead and add a point, Midge, for this. And then this is some insider information that you're going to get. And also with this, I'm going to spend 2 villain points. One of your competitors comes over and starts setting up right next to you, and you see a pack of gnolls just slap down this wooden table. They scrape it loudly across the ground. They glare at you while they do it. They don't even care about this stand you're putting up or Piob going around shaking people down. And they just take out this bag and just start slapping huge chunks of various meat on top of the table. Pulls out a cleaver and starts chopping at it just while they stare at you. It's got a pretty big smell to it. And it looks like they're setting up some sort of butcher table.
Does this look like a rentable area that they're allowed to set up a butcher table, or are they just setting up?
You're out and about right now, so you can't tell
that's
at
fair.
the moment.
Okay,
But they do
Chishki-
put up a sign that says flea biters.
Chishki
Gross.
looks up from his sign and sees what they're doing.
Hey, what are you doing? This is our spot.
Is our spot now too?
Lady Longshanks would like us to share. Lady Longshanks would like us to. But they so mean.
Lady
He's so
Longshanks would like me to create a diarrhea-inducing syringe and for you to inject it into them.
What's diarrhea?
It's when you shit uncontrollably and without ceasing. It's like opening the cork of a wine bottle.
Oh, my nana once had to use one of those for us when we were little because we could not make any poops and for 3 days. 3 days, all of us cousins. Yeah, it was not good.
Excellent. If I make it, can you deliver it?
Yes, I
Excellent.
deliver. Like the shadow of Lady Longshank's vengeance.
And you shall be called Deliverance. Let's do this.
I deliver.
All right, so you guys are setting up the stand and prepping that. Piob, you also gather your other competitors around the area are the CMC, the Corporeal Material Compilers. They seem to be giving out handmade cards that don't look so great. There's the Aloy Aces, which are giving out these very delicious smelling baked Jubilee pies. There's Ingots and Sons, who are making just these beautifully crafted looking weapons, forging them right there by their stand. You see the flea biters who set up right next to you. You see the Onyx Cuts, who are setting up a very nice regal looking stand. And it looks like they're crafting wayfinders, which are a pretty uncommon item to see being made. And then you also see the Clockwork Scouts. And the Clockwork Scouts seem to be advertising constructs that help with everyday mundane tasks. And they have this very intricately crafted looking construct with them that's going around, and it has this spinning arm with like a bowl looking thing on it that pours out sugar, and then the arm spins around so fast that it turns it into spun sugar or cotton candy. And that's what you gather. And as you finish that route, the Clockwork Scouts are kind of more towards the gate as you circle around. And as you try to shake one of them down, it's a tall, lanky hobgoblin with kind of a purple skin. He looks a little sad as you're shaking him down. He says, yeah, I'm sorry. Name's Regs. I can get out of your way if I'm not trying to clash heads with anybody.
Oh, no, please. I'm sorry. This is kind of new to me, so I need to practice.
Fierce competitors. I mean, you're in the Sands of Fortune and all that, so I get it. Nice to meet you. What was your name again? I've heard about you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Pjob.
Oh, nice to meet you, Pjob. You want some spun sugar? It's on the house.
Oh, you know what? I would love some. Could I have like four things? Five, please.
Oh, 5. Yeah. Five on the house for a fellow competitor.
Oh no, please. I'll pay you.
Oh yeah, 5 would come to a gold piece even. We'll call it with the free one.
Yeah. It was Regs, right?
Regs. Yep.
So, well, we're planning on doing something that has to do with repairing stuff. So, if you need any help, if anything happens, will you come to us?
Roll me a diplomacy.
Okay. That's an 18.
An 18. I mean, I think that'd be against the spirit of competition. But you know what? Yeah, sure, fine. We're not really. We're just trying to get our name out there. If we get this Starmetal deal or whatever, it's just kind of icing on the cake.
Yeah, I mean, if you scratch our back, we'll scratch yours.
Yeah, sure. Here, and he has the bot like spinning this sugar, and he sticks these wooden sticks on it and wraps it in this big fluffy cloud, and he gathers 5 of them and hands them over to you. Just a big old fistful of cotton candy sticks.
Thank you, Regs.
Yeah, good luck.
Good luck to you too.
Okay, that is what you get with your gather information. Midge, why don't you go ahead and roll me your gather information? How are you gathering yours? Eavesdropping, sweet talking, shaken down?
I'm under silent spell. Sweet talking, absolutely.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a diplomacy.
I would be happy to do so. If I can. Yeah, just like pulls off the hat when they go up to someone. Big, sad, cobalt eyes. I think I'm a little lost. I was supposed to be at a talent show, but nobody told me where it is or what time I'm supposed to be there. And I'm so very worried that I'm not going to get there in time. Would you help a little small kobold, please? Wow, I rolled a 7 on both dice. How terrible is that? I got a 15.
Oh no.
Okay, you got a 15. Yeah, it's a very bustling city. You're kind of small compared to the average size humanoid here. So a lot of people just kind of push past you and ignore you. But you do have one woman who's dressed in noble's clothing, big, fluffy, extravagant hat. And she sees you asking questions and she'll come kneel down to your level. She's a human. And says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I almost overlooked you there. You're looking for the talent show details?"
Yeah.
Oh, what was your name?
I didn't say. What is your...
My name's Esther. Nice to meet you.
Oh, it's very nice to meet you. Can I do a sense motive on her? I just don't know if she's trying to see if I'm real big competition and sending me the wrong way.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a perception.
Do I need it to be blind?
No.
Okay. All right, 24.
She doesn't look like any sort of competition, and you kind of got
Okay.
a glance at people, and you saw Pjald investigating on the big competitors. She just looks like a passerby.
My name is Midge. I'm with the Powder Pact. I'm quite pleased to be in this event, to be considered.
Powder Pact, so excited to see you perform. Well, the talent show starts in 2 hours. They will have a stage set up just outside the tent there. Same every year. Now, are you here to participate, or are you here to go looking for that missing merchant?
What missing merchant?
Oh, I hear there was a merchant here that was supposed to set up a stand. Supposed to bake competing pies with those Jubilee pies with it. Never showed up.
That's so sad. What was this
Indeed.
merchant's name?
Oh, I'm not sure. Heard it from a friend.
Well, who's your friend? Was it a friend of your friend? One
Was it
good
a
turn deserves another.
Friend of my friend. It
Your
was just-
friend told you.
I suppose it was my friend who heard from another friend. I just assumed I heard about the missing merchant, and then I saw you here, and I figured you must be here to save the merchant.
Poor fellow. I hope that. And you don't know what their name was or anything else about them?
I don't. I should have gotten more details. I take it you're not here to save the merchant, though, if you don't know the name.
I suppose not. But I don't mind doing good deeds wherever I go.
Well, that's very heroic of you.
Well, I am part of the First World Fortune Seekers Alliance.
Yes, well, the First World Fortune Seekers Alliance also had the Syndicate of Rights, didn't they? I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
That was honest. Hurtful, but honest.
Anyways, good luck in whatever you're doing here. Lovely to meet you.
Yes, thank you so much. Mitch waves as they leave, a little sting in her heart, or she turns back to go find everyone else and stops just cold in front of the stand. Gilgamesh, what the hell is this?
And then Chichki sets up this sign. Chichki, roll us a craft for how well you did on this sign. Oh, I think you may be muted. Am I muted?
No.
I was muted, but
okay.
I wasn't saying
Oh,
anything.
what a wonderful 10.
Yep, that's a 10.
Okay.
And if you want to see the sign again,
Yes, please do show. Wonderful.
So beautiful.
Midge, you come back to a very culty looking shop, and that sign, it definitely gets the point across.
Wow, this is. And who are these people? And looks over in disdain at the freaking Knowles setting
You
up
hear
a
a
meat
chop, chop, chop as they're just slicing into meat.
Chichki has Chichki is around the corner and hiding, and is going back into his subterfuge getup, and he looks like he's on a mission right now. He's kind of Gilgamesh has pushed a little bit of the what do you call it? The vengeance onto him, and he's readying himself for something.
And as you're readying for that, you see somebody stop by, take a look at your stand. A very tall elf man dressed in what appears to be some sorts of cleric's robes, has these golden chain-looking bracelets on each hand, head mostly shaved with a very tall top knot of blonde hair on the top. Oh, hello, what are you selling here?
We're making things whole again.
I see, and you're with the First World Fortune Seekers Alliance, are you not?
Yes, at this present moment.
Very big fan. Nice to meet you all. Gilgamesh, I believe it is, yes?
Yes, that is my name.
I saw you in the last arena. Well fought.
It was unfortunate.
Well, no shame in coming in third this time, as long as it was a good fight.
There's always shame. Shame is like a cape or a long overcoat. It's there all the time when you're cold.
That's very deep of you. And Midge, Pjolb Chichki, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, hello. Welcome to our stand. Do you have anything that needs tinkering? Some fixings, perhaps? We have all sorts of talents here at the Powder Pact, and this sovereign solves your problems.
Maybe your marriage, relationship with your parents.
That seems personal.
He kind of cracks a little smile. I'm not interested in buying. Merely just wanted to say hello.
Can I do a perception on all these things?
Like, what kind of perception?
I want to do a perception. I want to look at any of the things that he has that maybe could be improved.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Do that. Roll me a craft, actually. Don't roll me a perception.
I would be happy to do such a thing. Craft.
Make sure to look over his flesh, too, in case there's any imperfections.
No. 28.
These golden chain bracelets are pretty scratched up. You imagine you could probably buff them up and make them shine again.
Oh, but look at this. You obviously treasure your bracelets. And Midge runs a little claw beneath his palm to, like, push his arm up. Look at this. These, if you care about them so much, why not have us give them a little bit of a polish, a little bit of a clean, a little bit of a shine?
I'll buff your long chain.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to let you shine the bracelets. Thank you. Now, it's quite odd to see you here participating in festivities. Wouldn't Razros be putting you on something more worthy of your talents? I mean, in previous competitions, they've gone headfirst into danger, slaying cyclopses, dragons.
Yes, but you know, the Foresight faction would be the first to tell you that knowledge is also quite important. And while we are not the Foresight faction, nor are we necessarily saving the world with our knowledge, discovery is how we will advance the future of Glarion and this Starmetal. This Starmetal, perhaps it will be a light, a beacon into the future. We do so hope to get a chance to discover and invent with such incredible metal.
What if the metal ends up being useless? Not used in a craft. Are you so certain?
Well, you know, if you have as many ingenious minds on a task as the Powder Pact does, we will find a use for it no matter what it is.
Well, I do not doubt your alliance. Razros is a very intelligent individual, as is all of the Powder Pact, I'm sure.
Oh, thank you.
My name is Calrithian, by the way. You may call me Cal. It's an honor to meet you.
Does that name sound familiar to me?
Doesn't ring any bells.
Okay, Calrithian. Oh, Calrithian. Well, thank you. Let us buffer this out for you. Perhaps you could tell more people.
Go ahead and roll me. Somebody roll me a craft. Anybody can assist if they're helping with it.
I'll do it.
I'll assist.
Chichki is busy sneaking into the other
my man
booth next door.
Okay, Gilgamesh gets a 25. Midge does assist. That's a 26. You guys polish these up so nice, so quickly. You know, you've got your Powder Pack tools. You take care of it with quick work.
Yeah, I'm also going to etch in the names of all that fell during one of the third Fae massacres.
Midge was helping, and we'll cut that off. No, this is something that would be important to you, Gilgamesh, but would be absolutely horrendous for somebody who doesn't care about such things. So, no, we're not going to be adding that to this poor gentleman's treasured bracelet.
Why wouldn't they care?
Those are very important to me. Thank you.
These are very, very important. And here, please take them quickly. And they are always just as good as new. Gilgamesh is so funny.
Thank you for making these shine. And he'll pull out a bag of coins and he'll toss it on the table. There's 10 gold in there.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Absolutely a delight to serve you.
Lord Gilgamesh, do you have the
Gilgamesh?
Special stuff?
Can I make the special stuff? Do I have time to just kind of sidebar, like go in my alchemy lab?
Here, sometimes these come in handy.
And he pulls out what he calls fire berries, and they are hot peppers.
I use these to focus when I need to focus, but maybe these can be used to make something Diaries?
Well,
Excellent.
I'll leave you to whatever you all are doing in your festivities. Again,
Thank
an
you.
honor to meet you.
Thank you so much.
He'll nod and be on his way.
We need one more ingredient.
One
My
more
friend.
ingredient.
There should be a porta potty somewhere in this area. I need you to dive deep and get me the hardstone.
Hardstone. In Porty Potty.
Mhm.
He wants shit.
Yes.
Oh, I know where to find that. Okay.
Excellent.
Mitch?
I just have to say that Gilgamesh here is terrible for the redemption arc of the goblins.
Has been the worst influence so
We've
far,
got
that's
Joel
for sure.
taking people down, and we've got Chichki poisoning people, and Midge is over here just like watching everything on fire. Like, I can't control everything.
They were so well behaved last session.
It's dinner, yeah. And I'll start preparing the antidote to life.
Okay, so Chichki is out gathering supplies, or heading out to go gather supplies. Gilgamesh, you're getting whatever your crafting tools are to make this awful creation. And just before Chichki takes off to go search for porta potties, you guys hear shouting and a ruckus coming from up north. Let me get your tokens gathered up here.
I tried to move them, but it said there was a wall.
Yeah, there's
There
too many
is-
walls here.
There is many walls, so I'm
Too
gonna,
many barriers.
gonna drag you guys. Oh, this is a big city. This map is
Wow.
very large.
The cool
Guess
city.
that makes sense. This is one of those Che and Peku maps that I mentioned. Very pretty.
So
Okay,
cool.
go ahead and situate yourselves here. You guys have your stand here. You hear a commotion coming from up north, and then you hear a crash, and you can see the top tarp of one of the stands topple over. And Pjalb and Midge, you guys would recognize this as you saw it making cotton candy earlier, but you see that cotton candy construct just stomping its way aggressively towards you guys. It is much smaller than Enkidu, by the way. And it is wielding a big long stick that looks like it was a part of one of the stands that it walked by. And you guys can see the hobgoblin, Regs, as you met Pjalb behind him. Oh, watch out, it's out of control. Everybody just get back for your own safety. I'm sorry. I don't know what it's doing.
A baby needs fixing, and I like brandish all of my tools.
And with that, we are going to go to break, and then we'll roll initiative when we get back. So we're going to take a 15-ish minute break. So we'll be back around 8:55. Can I do math? Yeah, around 8:55 Mountain Time. And everybody on break, stick around, keep an eye out. We're going to put our second poll up towards the end of break. And we're going to say, who do you think deserves the bonus round this session so far? We have Gilgamesh and Midge with the Powder Pact, and we have Pjalb and Chichki with the Company of Honor. So vote for who you think deserves it tonight, and we'll be back in about 15 minutes, everybody. Welcome back, geeks, to Tabletop Treasure Hunters. Thank you very much for sticking around and letting us take a brief rest. Now, we had the vote during break, and it ended at a dead tie. So that means that Company of Honor is up by one vote, and we still have one more vote this evening. So if you love one of the guilds, go get them some supporters, at least for the end of this stream, because we got one vote left that's going to decide it. They're tied for first place, so this will put somebody into first place in the competition. So with that out of the way, last time we left off, we have the heroes at a festival trying to impress the Kingdom of Arcfeld by setting up some sort of innovative stand. There's going to be a talent contest. They're going to be doing a duel, and they're just trying to perform and impress. And so far, they have made a very culty, odd stand with Gilgamesh's very odd array of knowledge. They have a competitor set up right next to him, butchering nasty-smelling meat. And they made some very creative signage. But they have shaken down some competitors. They did pick a good spot for their stand. So, it's going okay so far. But just before we left off, we have one of their competitors trying to chase down one of their constructs that was currently or previously spitting cotton candy on its arm, and it has now ripped apart a stand and is running at the guild with a very big stick, looking like it's directed right at them. And so we are going into initiative. So players have already rolled. I'm going to roll for this bad guy here, and I'm going to roll really well, which puts it at first. So we have the Clockwork Soldier going first, then Chichki, then Gilgamesh. Well, actually, Gilgamesh and Midge, what's your initiative modifiers?
Mine is a +8, I do believe. Yes.
+5.
All right, so it's going to go Clockwork Soldier, Chichki, Midge, Gilgamesh, Pjalb. Wait, Pjalb, did you get a 14 as well?
Did we get another 3-way tie?
Yeah. What's your initiative
Keep
modifier?
happening.
Oh my gosh. +2.
Okay, so that checks out. That's crazy. You guys do that all the time.
Yeah.
That shouldn't happen so often.
Teamwork.
When you're all
right.
thinking on the same line.
So this thing has a stand that has a stick, very long stick. It looks like it's part of a stand that broke down, and it is running at all of you. 2, 3, and it looks like it's angrily just rushing your stand, which we're going to say is this purple thing right here.
Oh, no.
And it's going to triple move there, and it looks like it's getting ready to just smash your stand into pieces. It is Chichki's turn.
Okay. Chichki, seeing this all happen, goes, "Oh, look! It's an enemy! Everybody, assemble!"
Yeah.
Chaos in the streets. People are scattering, looking panicked. Except for your competitors right next to you with the meat. They're still just watching and just chopping and butchering their meat.
Yeah, Gilgamesh will be like, "Murder bot, activate!" And hop into his mech seat with the controls and everything. And he's like,
Did you go on mute?
I think we just. Oh, there he is.
Quest! There, I wasn't. We're pint-sized heroes on a quest.
We're little adventurers. Yeah, we're the best.
Is this what we want to do? Is this the best decision?
Chitsky gonna launch into your face!
Yeah.
And then Chichki will cast Key Strike. He basically puts his fists together and they start glowing, and that's one action.
Uh-huh.
And then he leaps up onto one of the arms of the construct. What's his name again?
Enkidu.
Enkidu. So he leaps up onto it. Do you want me to roll for that?
No, you're good. You can just
Okay.
Well, it will be an action to mount it, but you don't have to roll for it.
Right. Okay.
Unless you want to,
So-
if you want to go with an acrobatics, I'll make it so you don't have to take a separate action to mount.
All right, let's try it. He does have an ability that allows him to take leaping like for only one action instead of two. So we'll try it. So you said it's an acrobatics?
Yep.
Oh, good. It's one of his best things.
Yeah. You took quick jump too, right?
Yep, quick jump. So C17 puts it to a 29.
Yeah, you're just right on top of this thing.
So he's got his fists lit up. He jumps onto the arm of the thing, and now he's going to take a what do you call it? A held action.
Flurry of blows.
He's going to take a held action.
Oh,
So
okay.
He's holding, and he's going to do flurry of blows as soon as the machine launches him at the enemy.
So unfortunately, you won't have the actions left to hold. It's 2 actions. In
Oh, it's a
Pathfinder
2 action.
2.
All right, then just a single
Mhm.
strike then.
Okay, and you could flurry of blows because I believe flurry of blows is 2 strikes with 1 action if you would like to.
This is cooler.
I like it. Do it. Always go rule.
And
of
as
cool.
he gets on the arm, he says,
Prepare to launch! Chitsky to the face!
Do this.
okay, and that's it for Chichki.
Okay, love it. Midge, you're up.
Okay, so Midge is going to scamper. Oh man.
Is
This
Midge
thing-
super confused by like the song and coordination that just happened?
Yes. Yes. They're like, well, I've been Team mates with Gilgamesh for the entire year that I've been at Pact, and we've never had a conversation about me riding on baby. This is ridiculous. Totally unfair. And it's just like moving over. So 5, 10, 15, 15, and then 20 to be standing in front of it. And I'm going to try to do a crafting check to see if I can like power down this thing.
Okay, so
I don't know if that's going to take 2 actions or whatever.
Well, so you're first going to have to roll recall knowledge, which will be an action to see if you know how to do that.
What is that? Is that, and I have lore
that's
engineering.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Do me a blind lore engineering.
I would be happy to give you a blind lore engineering. Blind GM roll.
Be so cool if we all get ourselves riled up for the battle and all she does is flip the switch and turns it off.
I know, right?
And then we'll be like, what?
Turn it back on! Turn it back on!
You have read a lot of books about clockworks, and so you know exactly how this works. And when you get up close, you can see, just as you expected, there is like a winding key on the back that is slowly turning as this thing operates. Now, you know that you can't really just flip the switch off. There is a second key that you need to get that key out of there and completely power it down that only the creator would have. And he looks flustered and quite a ways back over here, getting pushed by a crowd. But you could try to unwind it. You know this thing is probably going to deactivate in a time. And if you can start unwinding that, it'll deactivate quicker. Though it probably will resist if you try to unwind it. So mechanically, you could make an acrobatics or an athletics check to latch onto it. And if you're latched onto it, you can spend actions unwinding it.
Can I do a thievery check to do, because you said that person normally has a key. Could I do a thievery check on the second keyhole to turn it off that way?
You could.
I have many thievery feats.
Yes, you could also do that, though it will also resist if you're trying to turn it off. So you either need to have it restrained or you need to be latching onto it.
Okay.
So either somebody else has to have it grabbed
it.
or you've got to latch onto it.
I'm going to try and grab onto it, but I'm not particularly strong. If anyone can hold it still, that would be great. Okay, I'm going to try and latch onto it.
Okay, go ahead and make me an athletics.
Okay. This is not my strength, y'all. In athletics.
You got this, Midge.
I've got a +2. Fortune. Come on, baby fortune. I got a +2 from chat as well that I did not include in this. I got a 14.
Okay.
Am I latched on?
14, no. You try to grab onto this thing and it aggressively just shoves you back with this mechanical arm.
Ow! It hurts!
Stopped it from being a crit fail, so that's nice.
Okay. Okay, I think that was all my actions to move up to recall knowledge and try to grab onto it.
Very good. You do see where you need to get to, though. It's just you either need somebody holding it down or you got to get on there because it's not going to
turn the baby off if someone can hold it down. Please help.
Okay, Gilgamesh, you're up.
This. All right. Oh, he's right next to us.
Yep, it went running up right for your stand.
Cool. I'll hop off Enkidu, and I'm gonna attempt a grapple on this thing.
Very good.
Like, ah!
Go ahead and make it athletics.
All right, come on.
Do you have Titan Wrestler as a feat by chance?
I do.
Wonderful. Yeah, tell me what it looks like. Hey, you grab that thing. How do you get this thing grabbed?
Yeah, it's like about to smash the thing, and I like jump and grab it by its fists, and we're just like this, and I have its one fist though, because I'm not big, so I'm like, I got it, destroy it.
You're right there as it's trying to bring down this fist to wreck the stand, and you've got one action left.
Yeah, I tell Enkidu, murder activated. Consider all sentient life anathema.
Very good.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, construct punch.
Is this the arm that Chichki is
Yeah.
attached to?
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna move this stack that is Gilgamesh to the side of things so I can
Yeah.
access them. Let's see. It is flat-footed because grabbed. So that misses. It brings its cotton candy arm up and just kind of whacks that punch away.
Okay, so is this when my reaction would trigger? Or is
Yeah,
this-
go.
Yeah.
Okay, so as the punch goes forward, Chichki is launched off of it, and he launches himself to. So we're trying to grapple. Question: Is
Mhm.
grapple affected by, or I should say, is the bonuses for key strike and or the hand wraps that he has, the magical hand wraps, would those tie into his grapple?
Yes, since you have the hand wraps and it is an attack action to grab, then yes, they do.
Okay, so I have an additional +1 on this. Alright.
And you're affirmated +2.
Oh snap! +3. It's meant to be athletics.
Uh-huh.
He also has Titan Wrestler.
Yeah.
All you people are just ready to take these big things down. That's a nat 20.
Oh yeah!
Oh,
So Gilgamesh hops in front and stops his fist. And Chichki, how do you just bring this thing to the ground?
So he's launched at it. The other arm of it, he grabs the arm, and as he twirls over the arm, he grabs onto the other arm and pinches the arms. So it's like its arms get pinched behind it like this, and he's grabbing both of those arms behind it to keep it helpless.
Okay, very good. Yeah, you've got it. Anything else?
That was
So
his.
that was-
His final action. That was a
Right.
held action. Yep. So that's
Okay.
it.
Gilgamesh and Kido has one action left.
Let's try. Let's drill it.
Okay.
Drill.
Wow, that's
Whoa.
also a nat 20.
Yeah.
What kind of Megazord energy did you guys just summon amongst
Yeah.
you all here?
In chat, we just kept chanting Power Rangers.
Yeah, I think Enkidu has one of those like gun barrels on the end of its shoulder, like Big O, and so it goes forward, and the barrel shoots out, and the fist like moves forward, opens up, and all these like metallic drills come out, aiming for its face, ready to rip it asunder. It's kind of like a cheese grater as it slams down for the epic Enkidu slam.
Wonderful. Okay, I'm rolling on the critical hit table. Both of those were unapplicable, so I'm gonna re-roll because you did get a nat 20 here. There we go. Target is flat-footed until the end of its next turn, as well as doing double damage. So go ahead and roll critical damage on that. Looks like you did. So
Yeah,
that's 22.
So let me see if I got, because his damage got upgraded to 2Ds. So should it be 4Ds? Or, I
So
don't know.
it times it by 2.
Oh, it
there's
just times
2d8
it by
plus
2.
4
Got it.
times 2. So that is
Okay, cool.
correct. So
Excellent.
22 damage, and it is flat-footed.
Yeah, it's just drilling into its face, and Gilgamesh is like,
you hear this hobgoblin from way back here. Oh, come on! Don't ruin it. It's really expensive.
So was your
Don't
mom.
worry, I'm here to save it. I would never break a little creature like so adorable as this.
And Pjalb, you're up.
all right. Pjald is going to. Seeing the amount of damage that's being done to this thing, Pjald is going to call out to Midge. Midge, do you think you can get it?
I absolutely can get it. Just make sure that Gilgamesh doesn't kill the baby, please.
Gilly, please don't kill it.
Oh, you know more than anyone that life is painful.
Think if
every
this was in
step.
Deku.
What?
What if this was in Deku, please? Let me fix it. I can fix it.
It's not Enkidu. I built Enkidu with my daughter. Did he build this with his daughter?
I'm just saying.
I did, yes.
Where is she?
Not here.
You should be a better father.
She's doing games with her mother.
You should be present with them. He could die at any second. This is a good thing.
Gilgamesh, you're spiraling. We must focus.
Yeah.
This is a precious memory for him and his daughter. Let me save it.
Give Midge a chance. And Pjolb would like to move just a little bit closer and use the cantrip guidance upon Midge to give her a +1 to
Nice.
a skill check, attack roll, perception check, saving throw.
Okay, great stuff. Anything else for Pjolb?
Nope, that'll be it.
Okay, this thing is completely restrained with Shishki's nat 20 for a round, so Shishki's and Gilgamesh together just have this thing completely incapacitated. Shishki, you're up.
You want to hold until after I go?
Yeah, Chichki is going to wait until she makes her attempt. So it's just a complete hold, meaning he'll resume his initiative after her.
Sounds good. Midge, you're up.
Okay. Am I doing a thievery check to use this as if I was doing the thing? Was that the best
You can
way?
use a craft to unwind this, or you can use the thievery to disable the device.
I'm going
or
to
you
do a
can-
thievery to
I'll
disable
actually
this.
let you use your lore engineering for either, if you would like.
I have a higher bonus than the other ones.
How much by?
With thievery, it is by I have a 12 instead of a 9.
Okay, do your lore engineering, because lores
Okay.
lower the DC by a pretty significant amount.
Okay, sounds good. Engineering, fortune. I have chat love for a +2. Let me add that. I have a +1 for guidance. Just adding it all in beforehand. +1.
And we're affirmated.
Yep, I added that in for chat love. Status. Okay.
Chat love
Chat love.
equals affirmation.
Mwah.
We all have hero points now.
I know, it's beautimous. Let me check fortune one more time, and we're gonna roll this. This brought me up to a +12.
Sick.
And I got a 25 for my highest one.
25 is right on the money what you needed.
Yes.
So I am going to spend 2 villain points here. Midge,
Oh, no.
you get in here on this little deactivation switch. Typically requires a key, but you get in there with your tools and you're able to start working on it. You can see that key sliding out. And right as it does, this thing panicked, breaks an arm free and turns it towards you. And you just have this swirling spray of searing hot cotton candy at your face. And I need you to make me a reflex save.
I have never thought that we would ever see a hero harmed by searing hot cotton candy.
Reflex?
No, it's something I
Reflex
wanted to
save.
do, but they got it in front of me.
Chat love. +2 for chat. I already used my guidance. I've got my fortune checked. Let's roll this thing.
That Desna blessing is so good. Wow. That's a 30.
That's a 30.
That's a critical success.
Get it in your
So-
mouth.
You can eat it or you can get out of the way, but you see
I
it
am a
coming.
dragon. I am used to breath weapons, and I take it into my own mouth and just, and I just like inhale instead of like
Yeah.
the exhale roar.
You are a
and
dragon.
just-
Love
Yeah,
it. This
it
is
is-
so cool.
Delicious. And that key pops out and this thing is disabled and we are out of initiative as you guys just absolutely stomped that encounter.
Hey, that was delicious.
That was a
Thank you.
severe encounter, by the way. Like,
What an excellent little
Wow.
baby.
And you could do
GM
it.
looks at his 240 hit point construct and goes,
it's only
"Well,
120.
I guess."
Oh, you disabled it. Thank you. Oh, by the gods. Nethys be praised.
But all right if I look over your construct to see what the issue was. Or do you have
Please.
murderous intent against us?
I swear on Nethys, I didn't mean to do this.
to me!
I swear to you, fine. I didn't do it.
All right.
Gilgamesh, don't be angry. We're in front of the baby. And I'm like stroking the little construct. Let's find out why it's sick, shouldn't we? Oh, I would love to get inside of it and tinker and tamper. Let's
Who is
see what
Nethys?
happens.
All right, wait. Now, you know, still competition, right? I mean, don't
Of
tinker
course.
and tamper too much.
Oh, no, not breaking. I just want to find out the things that make it tick and how to make it better. And sorry. I'm just so excited when it comes to these
It
things.
doesn't need any improvements, okay? I mean,
Right.
I
will
mean,
just
it went
merely-
down like a bitch, so...
I'll just look at
it's
it.
not designed for combat. I mean, it's supposed to make candy.
Come help me. Why don't you come help me, Gilgamesh?
Titchki runs over to Pulp and he says,
Pulp, should we get the crowd excited about fixing it? Maybe that will get them excited to have us fix other things.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess this is technically your service, huh?
It's a live demonstration.
Yes, let's go get the crowd excited.
Midge, I know we've had our disagreements. Where families have been feuding for over a century.
What? They have?
But
I
would you
thought we were
join me
friends.
in this cause? No, I've thought about killing you several times. But
Telling Gravegut.
that you are alive means that I care for you. Would you work with me here and now as allies?
To find out what went wrong with this thing? Just to be clear.
Yes.
Oh,
And
I
to make
think
it
I already figured
better.
it out. But it was a nice gesture, and Midge will shake hands and then gesture pointedly over to the natural 20 to find out what was wrong with this thing.
All right, so at a point, because you guys disabled this without
Okay.
breaking it completely, you get in there, you are able
at a
to
point.
fix this thing up so incredibly quickly. You guys already have a crowd drawn because this was a big scene. People see Midge just fixing this up so quickly. Add 2 points for putting on a stunning performance on the competitor's own equipment who's using your services. And with your nat 20, Midge, you can also tell, so constructs have magical gems that kind of power them. They're a hybrid of magic and engineering. And this gem looks like it's been tampered with. You can tell that it's probably not just being set to make cotton candy. Somebody messed with it.
Oh, someone put their filthy little fingers all over this, didn't they? Do you see this, Gilgamesh? Look at this, tampered with magic, I would say. Oh, what a nasty little devil this was.
Hamper? Somebody made this robot angry?
Into
Someone
a murderous
is-
robot.
You know what? I wonder if it was those damn frogs. You remember those Gripplies?
The
coming
ones we
in,
wanted
being
to
all
hunt down.
aggressive? Well, I don't know if we want to hunt all of them down. The one in the onesie seemed quite friendly, but the other two were very suspicious and
I'm gonna-
aggressive.
I'm going to lead you to your hunting business here.
Oh, sorry.
But, you know,
Yes, of
I
course.
withdraw from the competition. I can't
Go see your
compete with
daughter.
what you're doing.
If you don't, I will find you.
And you actually won't be withdrawing. You guys can see guards and the queen coming up. You're disqualified. That was quite a beastly display.
Oh, well, my lady, if I might say, his reputation should not be tarnished. Somebody tampered with this, and I doubt a creator would ever let someone else put their filthy little fingers all over it. It wasn't his fault. Someone is setting him up, I would believe.
Okay, let's stop using the word little as a commentary to like bad. I mean, we're right here, is what I'm saying.
I'm
you know?
also quite small. If that's
You're
the thing.
huge.
I'm
God,
2
Your
woman.
foot
Highness,
11.
who's disqualified?
Oh, not you. Don't worry. The Clockwork Scouts for that horrible display. And even if it is tampered, do you think I want to partner with somebody who's prone to tampering?
Of course not. I'm saying that someone else is setting him up, and we should find the true terrible bad words that did this.
We'll
Yeah.
find them. Right, Pulp?
Yeah, we will. You don't want someone who's sabotaging all your contestants, do you?
What if someone tried to touch Indiku? That would be absolutely terrible.
They would,
Sorry, I did not mean to interrupt you, my queen.
I hope your constructs are more tamper-proof. Anyways,
there's a
you're free.
self-destruct button,
If you
so
were indeed
yes.
tampering, I will trust the word of Midge here. Please feel free to go about your business at the festivities, but you are disqualified from the competitions. Please go pack up your stand. Maybe make one more cotton candy for me.
Hey, that's
Yeah, absolutely, Your Highness. Thanks again for fixing it.
rude.
I
But
don't.
whatever.
I don't even care. I'm out.
Well, I do think it's my time to get on stage anyhow. So have a wonderful day, Queen. Gilgamesh, do something about this stand. It's fine, but it could be better.
Well, we're thinking about implementing a meat toboggan. So yes.
Chichiki comes over and he tries to look carefully and says,
Can we investigate and find out who did it?
Yes. I think we're having frog legs tonight.
How do we know it was the Grippleys?
Is the Queen still there?
She is moving on about her business.
Queen,
Now.
and I'm going to follow after her. Quick question.
Yes, keep walking and let's
It
discuss.
seems as if perhaps this is not the first time that something has happened to one of your merchants here.
Whatever do you mean?
Oh, well, there's a nasty little rumor going around that this is not the first issue you've had. There's another merchant that went missing, I do believe the word was.
A missing merchant.
Yes.
No, I don't believe so. I believe I'd be the first to hear about such a thing.
The rumor mill is churning with the news of it.
Yes, dear, and it's probably just that, the rumor mill.
I find that stories tend to start somewhere impactful, so someone is either talking bad about your festival, or this is actually happening. Either one is terrible.
Listen, I will go speak to my master of coin here. He's been keeping track of everything that everybody is supposed to be setting up, who's supposed to arrive, who's supposed to be participating. He is very competent, and he has so far not brought to me any word of a missing merchant. So I believe you are probably ill-informed, though I will look into it, just for your sake.
Thank you so much. I would just hate to think that someone's trying to sabotage multiple contestants. But have a wonderful day. Do speak with your master of coin, and I have a performance to do, apparently. Have a good one.
Chichiki will drift into the crowd and go into sneak mode to get to a listening point between the two, the queen and her master of coin and their conversation.
Okay, with that, let's go another round of downtime projects here. What is everybody doing now that the steam has kind of settled over that construct encounter? So Chichki's going to go eavesdrop on the queen and the master of coin. What is Pjalb going to do?
Is there anything nearby that I could see that's red?
Oh yeah, there is a whole bunch of red stuff. There's red meat right next door. There's somebody selling fresh fruit. There's those Jubilee pies with beautiful bright red cherries all over them. There's red tarp.
Oh, well, Pjalb would like to go get one of those pies.
Very good. Yeah, the competitors, let's see here. Notes. The Jubilee pies are being given out by the Aloy Aces. And you see this very friendly looking gnome, bright pink hair, kind of spiked up, and she offers you the pie excitedly. I see that you have kind of an interesting stand over there.
Yeah, we have some amazing people. If you have any problems, we can help you out.
I appreciate you stopping by. If we need something fixed, we'll make sure that we do it as well. Always good to see friendly competition, you know? These things make me a bit nervous. I don't like all the competition. Makes me a little bit nervous when I get nervous. I talk kind of fast, but that's my friends tell me.
Oh, that's fair. I'm Pjalb. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you too. My name's Ryota.
Ryota, that's a beautiful name.
I'll be doing an acrobatic show later if you want to stop by. Used to be in a circus. Kind of comfortable here. Feel right at home.
That's incredible. Have you heard anything about what happened with the
Oh, the construct just going wild?
Yeah.
I saw it right here. It about took our stand out. I hid my pies really quick, but it didn't get to any of them.
Oh, thank goodness. But did you see anyone around there right before it happened?
Roll me a diplomacy, Pjalb.
Okay. That'll be there we go. Oh, that's a 5.
It looked like a 20.
No, I don't think I saw anything. I didn't see anything out of the usual or anything. Just a construct rampaging down the street. I mean, I guess that's kind of unusual, but aside from that, I didn't see anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. I appreciate you, Ryota.
Sure. Enjoy the pie. It's really good. I made it myself.
Oh, will do. And Pjolv is going to walk away and look at the letter again.
Okay. So Pjolv has a pie, is working on the letter. Chichki is eavesdropping. Midge, what are you doing?
Midge is going to go and find the location of the talent show and try and kind of like listen around and see if they can find out what other talents people are showcasing.
Okay, very good. And what is Gilgamesh doing? Is Gilgamesh manning the stand?
He is going to make a music box that could be placed on Midge's head that kind of intertwines with her hair to create like beautiful
Midge has no hair. That's why Midge is upset. Midge is obsessed with finding the perfect hat because Midge is paranoid about having no hair and her horns are too far down on the sides of her head, so she gets very sensitive about her scalp.
Yeah,
So
it's
she's
okay.
on a mission to find the perfect hat.
Yeah, Gilgamesh has hair, human hair, so he'll implement that with the music box so that when it's placed upon her head, hair sprouts out of it and kind of moves and shakes and creates these little images of people holding each other. So yeah.
Okay, so you're
music box.
making a prop for Midge for the talent show.
Yes.
Very good. Let's start with that one. So, and you're doing that from the stand, I imagine. So you're going to keep an eye on the stand. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me a craft for Gilgamesh. Oh. Wow, your guys' rolls are just crushing it. It's a 33 with affirmation that I still believe you're affirmated with.
Yep, we're still affirmated.
Yeah, good stuff.
Affirmate me.
Very good. Okay. So yeah, you make a very nice music box. Midge, are you gonna use that in the talent show?
Depends on what everyone else is doing, but yes, probably.
Okay, you have that, and that'll potentially assist you if it's
Either way, I can still have it playing music to whatever I'm doing, so I will use it in some aspect or another.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it seems I'll give you a +1 or a +2 depending on how applicable you make it to your performance.
Before Midge leaves, I'll try to reach for her hand. And Midge, before you head out, I have something for you.
Oh, you do?
It's not done yet, but before your competition, it's a music box that will showcase you, and I want you to know that I see you. Your intellect is it's very attractive to see displayed out here, and your cunning and wit.
Oh, that's my trigger. Someone's proud of me. I have to thank you, Gilgamesh. I gotta go.
Okay.
And like just like with
Midge.
these horrible like sounds. I'm just gonna skid her off, holding back obvious tears.
Yeah, like, that was weird. Okay, back to the meat toboggan. Let's do this.
Very good. So you make that successfully during your downtime bit there, Gilgamesh. And then you do have some patrons stop by. They ask for little tasks that are pretty mundane and simple for you to accomplish. Okay, let's go to Pjolb next. Pjolb, you have this letter. You have a Jubilee pie. Do you guys know what Jubilee pie is? I had to Google it, and I need to taste one like ASAP because I've never had Jubilee pie, and they look delicious.
Wow.
I've never had this before.
It's like bright red cherry pie, and I think if I gather right, Jubilee is like a cherry mixture that's made for it. Looks
That
delicious.
looks amazing.
Anyways, what are you doing here, Pjolb?
Okay. Is as far as Gilgamesh, Midge, Chichki, is anyone in like eyesight? Can I see anyone?
There's a lot of people around, but like nobody seems like they're paying attention to you.
Oh, okay. In that case, I'll go back to the stand, and I think at that point, if there's still the materials that Chichki used to make the sign, he would like to start writing on the back of the letter.
Nice. What are you gonna write?
This is Pyob. Who are you? And once I've written that, I'll like dab my finger into the pie and like try to write Pyob in red.
In cherry juice.
Yeah.
Very good. And is that it?
Yep.
Okay, and then what are you doing with it?
I'll start praying to Lady Longshakes.
Roll me a religion.
Okay. Lady Longshanks, please get this message to whoever sent it to me. That'll be 2024 with chat.
You feel an inkling like you should put it back in your guild bag.
Oh, thank you, Lady Longshanks. And I'll slip it in there.
Very good. So your guild bag is a bag of holding. You put it in there. Nothing happens.
Okay.
All right.
Interesting.
Okay, let's go over to Chichki. Chichki, you are trying to tail the queen and eavesdrop, correct?
That is correct, yes.
Why don't you roll me a stealth?
Okay. Do you want me to do a blind stealth?
Yes, I would like that. Thank you.
Okay. That's the blind GM roll, right?
That is the blind GM roll.
Ooh, question marks that is I can see.
Okay.
With affirmation, I believe.
Yep, definitely affirmated. Got that included. Okay, yeah, so you are tailing the queen. Trying to get close enough with earshot, yeah. You're going to have to get pretty close as it is a lot of crowds around here and whatnot. And you see her meet with that same gentleman that you met before that got your stand set up and everything. And you do get close enough for her to hear. And you can hear her discussing, is there any word of a missing merchant? The First World Fortune Seekers Alliance was insisting that there's one of our merchants missing. No, Your Highness. I assure you, all of the merchants are accounted for. I would know it if one was missing. Everyone that was expected to show up did show up. Aside from the Pathfinder Society, they were going to show up, but they canceled and everything is in order. Nobody missing.
Sense motive?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a perception, and that can also be blind.
Okay.
You're unsure. You can't really get a read on this guy. He looks like he's only half paying attention to her. He's kind of frantic and busy.
Okay. All right, then.
Midge, you are scoping out the talent show. What are you doing to scope out the talent show? Are you chatting to people? Are you investigating around? Like, what's your goal here?
Yes. So Midge will engage in conversation, introduce themselves, and then listen and just kind of float around the room and listen to other people. And, oh, wow, you look quite strong. What is it that you do? You must be participating. I can't wait to see your act and stuff like that. So like flattery, and then also just like listening and not volunteering a whole lot about herself. You know, people love to talk about themselves.
Yeah, I would like you to roll me. I would actually like you to roll me a deception, because I think that you're trying to like you're trying to get something out of somebody without like letting them know what you're doing, right? I feel like that's probably
genuine diplomacy. It's not like that makes sense.
It feels more like deception to me.
Okay, I'm fine with that. I am equally good at deception. Let's
You're
add
such a rogue.
Would this also be a blind roll?
This will be a blind roll. Thank you.
Okay, +2 for the chat love. Chat love. I don't think I have any feats that apply, so just fortune. Rolling at a +10. Thank you, chat. Mwah. Give some love back. I need to roll again because I forgot to click the special thing.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
I just want to say that Chichki has rolled better blind rolls than you, Midge.
That's hurting my feelings.
Also, you're
Do you
in a
mean, like-
moderate blessing of Abadar, by the way.
I am. My guild is gonna get some stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good stuff. All right, so that was your blind roll. Is it better or is it worse? Roll me a d6.
Okay. 1d6 coming right up for you, buddy. 5.
Okay, with a 5. So you're able to get what pretty much every other guild is doing, you feel like, that's participating, at least the groups that matter. What you gather chatting up with people is that the CMC, the corporeal material compilers, are doing singing. They're planning on singing a song. They have Gerald, one of their humans that's been working over there, is going to be singing a song. The Aloy Aces have Ryota planning on doing an acrobat show. Ingots and Sons plan on having their head Adelis do a blind metal tasting. The Clockwork Scouts have been disqualified. The Flea Biters are planning on doing knife tricks, and the Onyx Cuts are planning on doing a magic show.
Okay. Oh, a little bit of nerves runs through our good friend Midge, but she steals them. She's ready.
Very good. So it is now, we're going to skip ahead a little bit now to the next round of downtime. You guys have been snooping and chatting and crafting. So maybe like an hour and a half's gone by. The talent show is getting ready to start, and it is getting announced around. People are talking about it. You hear a very loud, magically enhanced voice. Attention, everybody of the festivities. The talent show will be beginning in the center of the large tent in 10 minutes. So what is everybody doing? Let's go another round time downtime here. Did I say round time downtime? I meant round table downtime, but I like round time downtime.
I also enjoy round time downtime. Thank you.
Round time downtime. Let's start with Midge. Are you going to attend the talent show? Let's start with you, because you'll have to be present if you would like to participate.
Yes, I would be just thrilled to attend the talent show. Sorry, my dog is apparently wanting to say hi. Come here, buddy. He's good.
There's your talent
He's so
show,
dark.
buddy.
There we go.
Aww.
I have a friend. He's so dark you can't even see him. Okay, get down. Get down.
Is anybody else wanting to spectate or participate in the talent show with Midge? Or are you guys going to be attending to other business?
We all were aware of when the talent show was happening, right? Was that information we would have?
Midge shared that information.
Okay. All right. Did we ever discover when the combat is supposed to happen?
Mm-mm.
Uh-oh.
Did we miss that?
Okay, so Chichki, as he's like sneaking back, or just making his round back, it suddenly occurs to him, wait a second. 1 on 1, 2 on 2. And then he panics and he runs back to the stand, and whoever's there, he says, we forgot to find out when we fight. When we fight, Pilb. Wait, where's Pilb?
Sorry, I'm reading my envelope.
Oh, Pilb, you have to find out where and when we fight.
Oh, shoot.
The
Okay.
knoll next door is just staring at you. Yeah, it's about 2 hours.
2 hours?
I think
Oh.
we're going to fight.
You want to fight?
I think we're going to fight. Something tells me we're going to fight.
Right now?
And he looks at him with like a stare, and then just walks away. Okay. All right. Chishki would like to. Well.
Oh, Chishki, did you get the item that I needed?
And you can tell he has completely forgotten whatever item it was that you were describing.
The poop.
You want to poop? You can go poop over there in the.
My poop's too small and radiant. I need porter potty poop.
Put that on the list of phrases I never expected to hear in a TTRPG.
Yeah. And then Chishki, and then he starts walking in the direction of the porta potty, and then he just stops, and then he looks over at Pulb, and then he sneaks over to Pulb and says, "Pulb,
Yeah.
would Lady Longshanks approve of putting poop in somebody's food?"
I don't think so.
No.
No, I don't think so.
But what if the people's food, they're mean, like, oh, I don't know, something big and hairy and smells, well, it doesn't smell too bad, but very mean with teeth. Well, teeth are okay too.
I think, I've been thinking about it, and I think it's maybe like a 60-40. We probably shouldn't.
60-40?
Maybe 59.
59. What is 60-40?
Just that we probably shouldn't.
Can you pray to Lady Longshanks and find out?
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
thank you.
Lady Longshanks, in all your splendor, will you please let us know what your thoughts are on poop?
Roll me a blind religion.
Okay. Blind religion.
Well, it seems necessary for your mortal's way of living. Congratulations.
Oh, goodness.
Shakes Am cry.
You feel like you have this just bad feeling in your heart at the thought of doing that to someone.
Oh. Hitchki?
Aha!
That
Lady
hurts.
Longshanks. Lady Longshanks demands vengeance.
She says, no to the poop plan.
No poops.
Yep.
You can see this Noel's ears twitching from over the stand. Who the hell is Lady Longshanks?
Oh, you must hear our story.
Yeah.
Pilp, do we have time? When is
No, you lost my interest. I don't care.
Oh,
You're
man.
gonna hear my story
Feel the
anyway.
hurt of the
I'm
kill.
gonna tell you about the Lady Longshanks.
And then he goes over and he straddles like one of the pieces of meat on the table, and he starts telling the story about him and his cousins and how they were saved by the Lady Longshanks.
Pjalb, are you helping with this?
Gilb is gonna hold his head down and slowly slink off, hopefully finding Midge.
Okay, very good. This is I need Chichki. No, we're gonna get to you in a minute, Chichki. Let's go. Pjalb, you do find Midge prepping for the talent show. Is Gilgamesh, who's running the stand? Anybody? Or you guys, what are you doing, Gilgamesh?
Yeah, Gilgamesh is at the stand with Enkidu. Finishing up the meat toboggan.
You finished it. Tell us what this is.
Well, it's a meat toboggan. It's a toboggan made of meat.
Made of meat. It doesn't carry meat. It is a toboggan of meat.
Mm-hmm. Kind of sewn together with flesh and stuff. So
Okay, very
it's a
good.
nice little project. So he'll put that for sale too if someone wants it. But,
I need you. What? I don't even know what to.
Okay,
have you
can I
roll.
describe the meat toboggan? Because I actually have quite a vivid imagery in my head.
go
of
ahead.
What the meat? Okay, so this is what the meat toboggan
Mitch just
is.
put me at loss for words on what to have the players roll.
There is a big set of like this is sprite sized meat toboggan, but he found a rack of like a rib cage, right? And he had it so the curved end is still curvy, but then he boiled the back end so that it could lay out flat. He like softened it somehow, tenderized it, beat it down, so it does look like a normal toboggan. And then on the sides he stitched together the excess bits of meat for safety, because you don't want the sides to just be open, but on the bottom, like the the bones are actually exposed and quite smooth. So if you sat upon this and were to go down a hill, it would be quite successful to meat toboggan. But the charm chase of a meat toboggan is that it is a limited time use. You make the memory and then you cook the memory, and the memory is no more. That is a meat toboggan.
I love it. You put your family and your friends in the meat toboggan, you cook it. This will be a memory you will
Food
remember
brings
forever.
people closer together
Exactly.
in both memories.
I don't know if that's how that
meal.
phrase works.
It is.
Roll me a flat check.
What about survival?
A flat check or what?
Yeah, the flat check's just the D20.
Are you just like trying to like determine how it's received by the world?
Yeah, we're gonna see if there's anybody at this damn fair that wants a meat toboggan.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
no, there's not.
What?
No, Chase, it's a +2 with chat. 16.
It's
Let chat change the story. This is their will. This
I mean-
is the way.
You want a meat toboggan? I can see it on your face.
hey,
Chase.
Can
production. I know that we don't have a poll due until the end of the stream. Will you put a meat toboggan poll up, and I'm gonna let chat decide if somebody wants a meat toboggan.
Yes, of
We're
course.
gonna get back to that. So, meat toboggan poll going up.
Can chat?
Vote,
Can we
chat.
vote? Can we vote as
You
players?
absolutely can vote, including the Company of Honor.
Yes.
Vote.
Meat toboggan.
In the meantime, while chat is voting on the meat toboggan, let's see. Midge and Pjalb, you meet up getting ready for the talent show. So let's talk about that. What are you guys doing?
Pjalb, I need help desperately.
Yeah.
I
What do you
need
need?
volunteers. I need 4 volunteers.
Oh, I could do that.
Can you find me 4 volunteers for my act?
Yep,
It
I
is
will get you
desperately
4
important.
volunteers.
Thank you. I'm busy doing my other preparations.
Okay, and hang on, just because I mean around here we can never be too careful since there was already sabotage. So
Just get viewers. Just get people who are attending the festival, not our competitors.
oh yeah, hang on. Is it okay, Midge, if I cast Sanctuary on you?
Oh, of course. Thank you. Thank you. So kind.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you're safe. I will go find some volunteers for you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so you're gathering some
The
volunteers.
poll for the meat toboggan is up.
Mwah! Vote quickly. Vote confidently. Vote
It's
meat toboggan. A
yes
vote for meat
is so
toboggan.
quickly ahead by so many votes.
Meat toboggan
So I'm
is a
just
vote
gonna-
for chaos.
We're
Yeah,
just
I
gonna-
mean, the best part is we get to figure out who would buy a meat toboggan at a country fair, which I think is way more interesting than anything else. Like,
I don't recommend pursuing this business venture, chat. Despite the outcome of this vote, I cannot advise.
I can picture a half orc who's looking for an answer for a problem that this half orc has.
ooh. I was imagining a Cenobite, but yeah,
That sounds like a thing that Mitch would imagine.
yeah.
And this
What's-
poor half orc wanders this fair going, how am I going to solve this?
Oh,
And
they're
what he's
trying
trying
to-
to solve is he has a dinner party, and he has some distant relatives who are coming over. And yes, these distant relatives are orcs. And he knows that they love dinner, and he knows that they love entertainment. And he's trying to think, how can I get dinner and entertainment for a bunch of orcs? And he's never been able to impress them, ever.
Mm-mm.
And then he comes across, of all things in the fair, a meat toboggan.
Yeah. I also like to think that he's using it to spice up his marriage, but that's just me.
Fucking
Now,
nonsense.
whether or not this meat toboggan is successful for him, this poor half orc, that we don't even know, don't even care. All we know is that that half orc walks away with a meat toboggan, paid for in full, with hope in this half orc's heart.
You guys want a little bit of DM wisdom, a little bit of DM advice. if you guys want to win this bonus renown every session, seeing how fast those votes up, just diplomatize with the gusto that you just diplomatized for the meat toboggan. And I think you guys have this competition in the bag.
Yeah, but the meat toboggan is pure, okay? It's without fault. It is easy to market.
Midge, there is a half orc that was definitely interested in this meat toboggan, and it does sell for a nice good price. Go ahead and add a point to your pool of points for the meat toboggan selling.
But as I add this point, I have to read possibly my favorite comment from chat in like a month. Meat toboggan is a perfect answer to both what's for dinner and how do we get there. Jace is crying. It's my favorite.
I was prepared for anything tonight.
And this is how we beat the boss fight, is with the meat toboggan.
Oh, I can't wear glasses anymore. Okay. You guys are getting ready for the talent show.
That boy is in chat. Is that Marlin? This day has just gotten so good.
Drawn here by the meat toboggan, obviously.
Meat toboggan.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I would like Pjalb and Midge to roll me a perception, please. You guys are getting a good glimpse at what kind of games they got here while you're getting ready for this talent show.
I'm sorry. I was so zoned out on the fact that Marlin was in our chat that I forgot to listen to you. Will you say that again?
Midge got distracted by a very lively and awesome patron and doesn't get a perceived. Pjalb, go ahead and roll me a perception.
Okay, here we go. Oh shoot,
Pjalb was also very distracted by the same patron. Somebody was just going by doing awesome circus tricks and they completely missed it. Okay, Midge, what's your plan with the talent show? It's getting ready to start. What's your talent you're going to be performing?
Okay, so my talent that I will be performing is I'm going to have 4 people line up, and I am going to have them be passing back and forth this thing, right? This what's it called? This music box with hair that's coming out of it, and they're gonna be passing it, and Midge is gonna be dancing around them to this song. And as soon as the song ends, Midge is gonna be like, "How many things did I steal off of you all?" And they have to take a guess of how many stuff I stole, and I want to have made a roll to see how many things and how many they get wrong. It's like gonna be a ta-da. Like
okay, so you're basically...
I pickpocketed a little hoard, essentially, and I'm going to be like, oh, you didn't even notice. Look at all these things that I got. And count off. They say that they think I got maybe 2 things, and I'm like, oh, I got 1. I got 2. I got 3. And I have had 7 things. That's my plan.
Okay, so you are going to be doing basically misdirection and sleight of hand tricks.
Yes.
That's how we could categorize that.
Mm-hmm.
Pjalb, you gathered some volunteers. Was that right?
Yes.
Okay, you know what? You've been so friendly to the other guilds. Like, some of them volunteer to help with this act. They're moved by your camaraderie and your sportsmanship, and some of the peoples from the other groups help chip in. Though, notably, nobody from the Flea Biters or the Onyx Cuts helps. And you cast Sanctuary on Midge, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see here. So these performances start. There is lots of bustling around the tent. They set up a little stage in the center of the tents, and people start performing. Midge, you're up last.
Okay.
So ahead of you, you have the corporeal material compilers, the CMC, and they're singing. And I'm gonna roll for that to see how they do. They are absolutely terrible. Gerald, the human who has been making handmade cards all day, just has a terrible, terrible voice, singing some sort of bard ballad completely off key. Next up, we have Ryota, the very nervous gnome that was making the pies, doing an acrobatical show. And you know what? She is pretty okay, but it's very average. She's doing pretty amateur acrobatical tricks. Nothing super impressive, but enough to where people are clapping and, you know, they seem entertained. Next up is Ingots and Sons, and Attalus, the head of this group, blindfolds himself and has some of his other dwarf sons that are part of this group mix up a whole bunch of different kinds of metals in front of him. And he chomps these metals one at a time and guesses what he's tasting. And he guesses them 100% accurately. A variety of 7 metals. He tastes all of them perfectly. And people seem a mixture of confused and impressed.
But then maybe there's just a touch of disbelief. It's like, he knew. They had some sort of dip on those that he could recognize that can't be seen. Like,
is Midge trying to sow such distrust?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a diplomacy.
Okay. Diplomacy. Okay, +2 for chat love. Uh-oh, I didn't name it chat love. I just named it +2. That's fine. It doesn't matter.
What? That still works.
No, I feel like this is actually going to result into a terrible roll because I misdid this. Bum-ba-da-bum-ba-da-bum. Wrong! 27.
27? Yeah, people, like, a lot of people seem confused and not so impressed. The ones that are seeming impressed, you're able to pinpoint them and just so distrust, and they immediately lose interest. You're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. He probably just...
This makes total sense.
Next up is the flea biters, and they very loudly drag their same wooden bloody butcher table up onto the stand. Gilgamesh, you see him drag this table away. He like abandons everything for this talent show, and they slap it down on the stage. They sit down and stare at everybody for an uncomfortably long time, and then take out a knife, slap their paw on the table, and start very quickly stabbing the knife between the gaps in their big knoll paw. And they do not cut themselves. Well, I got to roll for it.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah,
they don't cut themselves.
They don't cut themselves. It's not the most incredibly quick version of this trick that you've seen, but it's dangerous and it's thrilling, and people seem moderately entertained.
They're like, yeah, okay, that's fine. That's whatever. It's cool. It's whatever.
Last up before you, Midge, is the Onyx Cuts, and 2 of them are participating together. There is an elf and there's an elf gentleman and a halfling woman, both in regal clothing, and they start off their show by casting this cloud of darkness that seems to suck out the light out of all around this tent, and then a crack of lightning breaks through this darkness, and they just break off into this amazing magic show. And as the darkness peels away, you can see that there is the halfling with a violin and just wailing on this violin, doing beautiful music as the elf is doing all these magic tricks, and they are perfectly in sync. Definitely well practiced, and people go wild for this. People are seeming emotional and excited, and it is very well received by the crowd.
It's so beautiful.
Midge, you are up next. You are up on the stage. The crowd is hyped. You are following a very big performance.
Yes, I am. It's a kind of intimidating. Midge walks out on stage. Is quiet for a moment, stands there, flourishes their cape, adorned with gems and fur. And can I do like a make an impression roll, Chase? Because I get a +1 to that with this cape. Just to make an impression upon this crowd.
Yeah, I'll let you roll a performance or a diplomacy.
Okay. Oh, I'll do diplomacy. That way I can use the cape. Let me just add my modifiers in here. Fortune, smile upon me today. Midge stands there in the quiet, dark all around. It's natural 20. This cape flares. And then Midge shoots the claw out to the crowd. Ladies, gentlefolk, and all free beings within attendance, I would like to invite 4 people that I have never met upon this stage. There might be people around who think that I am not being as honest because what I have to show you seems impossible to the naked eye. But the fact that these 4 people have never met me should put a measure of security in your minds. Then the 4 people, please step onto stage. And the people that... Oh, go ahead.
Yes. So as your volunteers are gathering up, something you do notice is you do notice a small group of children gathering, and it appears that they are holding a variety of fruits and vegetables.
Oh, they're here to heckle me. Okay.
And it looks like they raise them to start throwing them at you, and all of their arms quiver, and they look a bit confused, and then they just all drop their fruits and vegetables.
What? Okay.
Continue.
Yeah, Mitch does not know what that's about. Oh, the sanctuary! Oh, the sanctuary from Pure saved me. Okay. Mitch sends a quick, thankful smile over to Pjolb and then turns to the four assorted beings of differing ages and ancestries upon the stage. I have but a simple task for you. Please pass around this music box. Please do. Please do. It's wound up. It will start to sing. And then as soon as they start passing, it does. It starts to chime. And there's a little character that does like a little roundabout dance. And it's cute. And Midge does a funny dance. And Midge is going around and between and just weaving their way around. And I'll do a performance to see how good my dance actually is.
Yeah, please do. Please do. Man,
Okay.
Desna was a great blessing for you today.
Desna was a great blessing for me. Modifier.
And while you're rolling that, Gilgamesh, you've been blessed by a wombat fuzz.
Wombat Fuzz, you're just so amazing.
You are blessed by
What?
Nethys, minor
Nethys.
blessing. Would you like to add +2 to your spell DCs or your saves against magic? I imagine since you don't cast spells, you want
saves against
magic. Very good.
I got a 20 to my performance.
20 to your performance. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not like on the
It's a
level of
little silly.
showmanship.
It's intentionally like a goofy, funny little dance. So it kind of
Wonderful.
works. It's not like provoking a lot of awe. It's supposed to make people laugh. And then as the music goes quiet, Midge slides the music box into the front of them. Now, I guess I have to roll my pickpocketing stuff, Chase. I have a little surprise for you all. My fingers have been blessed by Brethmedir, the great dragon. Hoard makes its ways into my pockets. I doubt that any of you felt me take anything, but I want you to toss out the number, a considerable number. Who thinks that I took something from your person so that you felt, or crowd, that you saw? And do I need to roll thievery?
Yes, you do need to roll thievery. I'm going to give you, this is like your grand finale roll here,
Mhm.
correct? Take a +4 because that was just beautifully worded.
Okay.
Very in character. So
I
you're already getting fortune from Desnev, so just go ahead and add a +4 to it as well.
Okay, and I put 3 feats that I have in there to help me. I have subtle theft.
I saw them.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, you
Thank
can
you.
state them for chat, but I have them noted.
I have subtle theft. I've got pickpocket, and I have concealing ledgerman. So I'm always moving the things around. People can't see what I have. But thievery, here I come. I've got. Let's see. Come on. This is such a big roll.
That's pretty huge.
33.
33. You just seamlessly did this misdirection sleight of hand. Go ahead and continue your narrative.
Okay. Midge watches as they all look around at themselves in confusion. One hazards a guess of one, but by the shriek of the shrillness of their voice, everyone can really tell that they don't believe it. Another one more is like, doesn't say anything because they see the reaction of the crowd when they said one. They're like, no, you didn't. You didn't feel anything. So everyone else is quiet. And Midge produces a ring and presents it to the first person. And then a wallet for the third, a a coin pouch for the next, and it's just providing just like a ridiculous amount of stuff that they have stolen from all of these performers, and just is laying them all out for all of the crowd to see. And at the very end, does a dramatic twirl with the cape and bows to the crowd. You have been quite wonderful tonight. Thank you all. You've been. Can you please give a round of applause to these wonderful volunteers? Wonderful indeed.
Yeah, people cheer, and it's like a same level of excitement as the big magic show that just preceded it. And the queen was there gathered. She arrived shortly after the terrible singing.
Sure.
And is watching it, and you see her giving a very proper, unenthusiastic clap, but a big smile.
An unenthusiastic clap?
Yeah, you know,
All right.
like the proper golf clap or whatever you would call it.
Okay. That's fine. That's fair. I can handle that. I'm not sad or anything.
Big smile.
Midge,
Big
Midge is
smiles.
deeply offended.
Deeply
The rest of the
offended.
crowd is roaring around Midge.
Okay.
Okay. Going back to Chichki before we continue there. Chichki, you are lecturing this gnoll. I would like you to roll me a religion, please.
Oops, I pushed the wrong button. I'll just not look at it.
Okay. Oh, got it. No, I see. You're good. That one didn't have to be blind, so you're totally
Okay.
fine. Okay, so you know you've been talking about Lady Longshanks to this gnoll. The gentleman who's been running the stand seems immediately disinterested, but he eventually just like slides the meat that you're on off the table, starts pushing it away, and another gnoll, a female gnoll that's been just kind of manning the stands with him, walks up interestedly and starts listening to you and nodding as the other one slides the butcher table towards the talent show. And I mean, how long of a spiel are you going on?
I mean, he likes to tell, you know, the story bigger each time, so it's probably at least 15 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. She listens enthralled and starts looking kind of sad halfway through. Listen, between us, we were paid off to. Wait, the fight's rigged. We're supposed to fight. We're not even. We don't care about the Starmetal.
Wait. What about the fight?
Well, we were paid to fight you guys, and we're supposed to. She makes a throat-cutting motion.
Oh, okay. It's okay.
I found my own god too. A bit of a darker one, but I know what you're talking about and I relate. And out of one acolyte to another, I don't want to offer you.
Okay. So you are fighting though?
Well, the match has been rigged for us to fight you. So I'm going to have to talk to my partner about it.
Why do you talk to your partner about it?
Well, we're a team. I'm not going to abandon him if he wants to fight.
Oh, two versus two. Okay. You and the other. So you don't want
if you
to fight
choose
anymore?
one versus one, then he's going to fight you.
Oh, I see.
That was the plan.
I see. So you don't want to fight anymore?
I would like to not, but I'm gonna. So I made a commitment. I'm just giving you a heads up.
He reaches out and places his hand on her arm, shoulder, right there. Says,
Lady Longshanks preserves. Trust her, and I trust you.
and then he jumps off of the table and walks away.
She kind of smiles and then nods, and then yeah, she stays there manning the stand that is no longer really set up. And let's go back to another round of downtime here. What is everybody doing following the talent show? Midge and Pjalb. That talent show ends. The kids come up excitedly afterwards, and they ask you to steal something from them, and they're asking for more tricks, and people seem very impressed by what just happened.
I'm pulling
What are you two
coppers
doing?
from their ears. I'll give them the coppers. How did your pockets get so full of coin? And I'm just giving them more and more coppers and making them laugh.
Yeah, and one of the kids you actually noticed has a very large sum of coin,
Oh,
like 20 gold, which is a lot for a child.
In that case, I'm going to take the whole bag and I'm going to heft it in my claw. I'm like, what did you do to get something like this? You naughty little children. And I'm like joking around and joshing, but I also have like a steely look in my eye.
Are you trying for an intimidate or diplomacy here?
A diplomacy.
Yeah, go ahead and roll it.
I already made them laugh and stuff, and they think I'm cool. It's hard to be mean to a kid.
Whoa,
when-
big assumptions here. Big assumptions here, man.
They think I'm cool. I've decided. And do I need to do this blind?
No, you're good.
Okie dokie then. Let's get this going. Just swap accents real quick. 19. Not amazing.
19. You added your affirmation already?
Yes.
The kid kind of looks down and holds his hands together and does like immediately breaks eye contact, kind of starts dragging his foot in the dirt. Mom gave it to me for the fair.
Oh, you nasty little liar, you. And I like
Don't call
laugh.
me a liar. You're a liar.
Chase, let me finish. I laugh and I give the gold back. I do enjoy that in a person.
His offense melts off and looks all confused and nods and smiles and then takes it.
You know, I do respect a bit of mischief. I must admit I got into it myself. But if I might give you a bit of advice, it is very important to know who you are accepting mischief from. It is better to make your own mischief than be paid by people who might hurt you later. And I give him a little pat on the head.
Okay, thanks. Looks a
I'm
little
gonna-
confused and runs
And then
off.
pickpocket the gold back.
Roll a thievery.
Kid comes back. Wow, she was so nice. She gave it back to. Oh.
Yeah,
30.
so 30. A kid doesn't know what happened. Yeah, 25 gold added to your pool there.
Yes! Yes, thank you.
This is the classic candy from a baby situation.
Okay, Gilgamesh. It is reaching evening time. Business is starting to slow down. What are you doing? You've sold your precious meat toboggan.
Good times. Yeah. I feel like things are afoot. He'll go to the back of the I guess the meat hut and gaze at a board filled with conspiracies and threads leading elsewhere. Putting on some shades and pondering it. This person who the queen said didn't report the missing merchants, that's suspect number one. And I think it's time to find them and get them to squeal.
Okay, so closing up shop for the day.
Yeah.
Could Mitch
Bill-
tag in and just run the shop with me if you want to leave?
Yeah, I think that'd be great if you want to stay here and
Oh yes, I would be happy to, commune with the crowds and just get to show off some of my skills. Yes, of course.
How did your thing go?
Oh, it went all right.
All right, I'm proud of you. You did a good job.
Don't. That's my fake stat. I mean, Gilgamesh. Okay. It just starts wiping down the counter, even though it definitely doesn't need to be wiped down. Maybe it does. The blood toboggan happened. I mean,
It was a meat toboggan. You
Meat
sold
has
me on
blood
meat
on it.
toboggan, not blood toboggan.
Yeah. Gilgamesh will hug Midge's toe. It's like,
Thank you.
All right. And he'll pull out a syringe. Time to get dirty.
I
start heading
do
out.
not seeing what's happening here.
Oh, it's filled with stuff to make people go to sleep and die. It's okay. I'm
Would
an
you
expert.
do me a favor?
Yeah, what's up?
Pulb and our good friend Chichki are going to have a fight soon. And you know how me and yourself have just an excellent eye for problems and how to fix them. I would love it if you would give them advice from the outside and just help them out during their fight. Would you be able to do that for me?
Would it not be better to be proactive and take care of it before the fight?
No. Because if it happens before, then we can't show off that we are actually quite talented.
All right. I think I understand what you want me to do. No one has asked me this in a long time, but thank you, Mitch, for releasing me in this way. I'll make you proud the same way that I'm proud of you.
Oh, yes, very proud of you, Gilgamesh. I don't know if you really understand what I was going for, but good on you. And turns to look at the crowd. Come and get your fixings here. I'm happy to help. Come talk to Midge. I'm just gonna start hailing people to come to my shop.
And Ikidu will hold up Gilgamesh as he sharpens a few scalpels, getting ready for what comes next.
Okay, so Midge is running shop. Gilgamesh is going to look for the Master of Coin.
Yeah.
Okay, Pjalb, you are flagged down by the Queen as you are still over towards the tent. Are you planning on participating in the duel? We need you and your partner ready quickly.
Oh yeah. Let me go get him.
Yes, do be quick. It's starting shortly.
Okay, I'm on it.
Chichki is recharging,
Refocusing.
Yep.
Very good.
He's meditating, and when Pulb finds him, his eyes are very intent on something, as if he's just staring at something. And when Pulb comes to him and he finishes his meditation, he spits out the rind of a hot pepper.
Okay. Pulb,
Yes.
cousin,
And he grabs him by both shoulders and embraces him.
he says, just so you know, this fight is real. Danger.
What?
Lady
Yeah?
Longshanks will preserve us, but remember, this fight, this will be a test for us. Let us pray to Lady Longshanks for her protection.
Okay.
Ooh, can I give Pulb and Kidu?
Can you give Pjalb and Kidu?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
What?
I'm gonna reach out my tiny little hand, well moisturized by Beth Bath and Beyond, and be like, Pulb, when my daughter was 3, when she first got a taste for violence, we sat down and we made this together. It was a project that took over a couple of years, and it's protected me, given me the opportunity to deal out vast amount of violence to individuals who were overwhelmed by it. I'm going to tell it to do the same thing for you, Gil, because you're important to me, and I don't want to be sappy, but I like the way your meat settles upon your skin and your bones.
Oh, that's so sweet, Gilly. Thank you.
No problem. If I don't come back, know that I loved you, and I loved you in my own fashion.
I love you too, Gilly. BFs forever.
Shh. And he'll walk off, leaving Akidu to massacre people at Pulb's whims.
Very good. Okay. So you guys are heading to the duel. Midge is running the stand. Gilgamesh is telling the Master of Coins. So, Midge, roll me a diplomacy.
Okay.
As it sounds like you're trying to garner business, correct?
Oh, absolutely trying to garner business. We have 100 gold to make back.
Okay, very good. This is your final chance to earn a point.
Okay. Diplomacy. Is this a make an impression? Do I get to use my cape?
This is a make an impression, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't type. I believe in myself. I will get there. Fortune. Public rule. 28?
28 is a critical success. So go ahead and add 2 points to your list. Do you just like garner people to the stand, or are you like making it less creepy?
Oh yes, I am playing this whole thing off as some big joke, and I'm joking around about it and like, isn't this quite the talking point? People are so afraid, but they don't know the wonderful services we provide. And I'm just making it so funny, and people are laughing by the time they leave.
Very good. Okay. Pjalb and Chichki, you guys arrive towards the center. They have the stage now turned into a small little battling platform. They give you a quick rundown of the disclaimer, the rules. They give you any sort of weapon that you want that looks lethal. They give you a wooden version of. Function the same way, but bludgeoning instead of piercing or slashing. No extremely deadly spells are allowed, so no death effects, nothing of massive damage or collateral damage. But they do have healers on standby, so if the spell does damage, it's okay as long as it is clearly controlled. And they see Enkidu. That will count as a participant. Is that stepping in for one of you?
Oh, well, this is supposed to be my, this is my armor.
Oh, no. We don't use the same rules as you do in the Sands of Fortune. We're not quite as equipped to handle so many participants. So, one or the other. No sentient armor allowed. I will put a clause in for that right now. Make sure your opponents are following it as well. Murder him.
Okay.
What do you think, Pjalb?
And Pjalb, you can, if you would like to argue that, you can make a diplomacy.
Oh, yeah. I would love to. Oh, that's a 15 with, 13.
Okay, yeah, he sticks by it. Even if you have some sort of argument, they're just clearly not having it. He is no fool to that large construct.
So, are they allowing any other equipment?
Anything else, yeah.
Okay.
So you guys can see your opponents. They did say that it has been randomly assigned that you are matched up against the flea biters. And you see this knoll here that's been butchering me all day, as well as the woman that you talked to, Chichki. She kind of looks sadly at you and nods. What are you guys doing? Are you guys getting ready for the fight? Anything else in preparation?
Chichki wants to make a perception what they have on their person. Like, obviously we're being handed what's the term when they do something to your weapon to make it less lethal?
Merciful.
Yeah,
this isn't quite so sophisticated. They just clearly have wooden weapons that they're handing out. Go ahead and roll me a perception, though.
Okay. Should that have been blind?
No, that's fine. Yeah, with this, you can see that he has a wooden axe, very sharp-looking teeth, some leather armor, and then she doesn't look equipped with much. Though you do see like a some sort of holy symbol, and looks like she's geared to be some sort of caster.
Okay. Over to Pjalb.
Pjalb,
Yeah.
do you recognize symbol?
Ah,
Go ahead and roll me a religion.
okay. Happy to.
Can I try untrained?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's a 17.
17. You do not recognize this symbol. This symbol looks just kind of like, at least from what you can see from where you're at there, it just looks like twisting wires and kind of haphazard patterns, nothing that you recognize.
I'm sorry, Chichki. I don't think I've read about this one.
Suspicion.
Okay.
She will use lethal magics. You thinks?
How do you know?
She admitted they're going for kill.
I thought these were games.
They are, but these gnolls were paid to kill us. So,
Death games.
So, we what's the word? We nullify her first.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. They escort you guys both up onto the stage. The sun has gone down now. All of these stands and games around you are starting to close. There's some torchlight lighting the area, and people are carrying torches, and there's various magical lights going around to keep the festivities going. But it is definitely a dimmer scene than you guys have been walking around in all day. The air feels more cool. And they are on the stage ready for you, and you hear that same magically enhanced voice. The final duel of the evening is about to begin between the First World Fortune Seekers Alliance, represented by the Company of Honor this evening, and the Flea Biters. This will be our final festivity of the evening. Then we will be asking everybody to please clean up and get ready to return home for the evening. This gnoll here is grinning and just kind of looks like this kind of arrogant expression on his face, doing some tricks, swinging his wooden axe around. The female looks a bit content, not content, stoic is the better word for it. Do you guys approach on the stage?
Yeah, Chichki chooses a. So these are all just practice weapons, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, do they remove his or ask him to remove his hand wraps?
They do not.
Okay. He will choose a quarterstaff.
Okay. Yeah, they definitely have a big, long, well-balanced quarterstaff there for you.
Okay.
Reminder, elimination will be the name of this game. Anybody may tap out at any time, or if you incapacitate your foe, you are no longer allowed to harm them by any means. We will escort them off the stage. On the combatants ready, you may begin. And we will go ahead and we will roll initiative. So I have you guys already added in there. You just need to go to the combat tracker and we can get it started. That is a nat 20 for the female gnoll, and it is a 19 for the others. So we have female gnoll, Chichki, male gnoll, Pjalb. All right. As soon as they say begin, she immediately starts casting a spell. And she starts weaving together this kind of green magic between her hands. She looks directly at Pjalb, kind of a very intense, focused look on her face. And just behind Pjalb, this serrated green dripping dagger appears behind him. And she's casting Spiritual Weapon. And it is going to make an attack roll. Trying to see how to roll this in chat. There it is. Maybe. All right, she's going to make her attack roll. Or it's going to freeze for me. There we go. Apologies. Okay, y'all, that is going to be a 25 versus your armor class.
That's a hit, not a crit.
Okay, and that is going to deal force damage to you of 3. Oh, nope. It's one more higher here. It's going to be another D8. So 7 damage.
Okay.
And then you see her cast this green force field in front of her with her other paw, and this kind of green barrier goes up in front of her. She casts shield. And that is her turn. Chichki, you're up.
Okay. Chichki will advance
You guys are no longer affirmated, by the way. It's all me right now.
Yes. And as he hurries forward, he makes a sign for the Lady Longshanks. Says, "Guide us, Lady Longshanks. We shall need your support." And that's Shishki saying to chat, "Please give us some more hero points. We need some for this." Okay, and then he, for another action, hits his fists together. They glow with his key strike.
Very
and
good.
then, as a monk, I can choose to make non-lethal attacks at will. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right. So I have the blessing, the minor blessing of Shaylin, and I chose my unarmed attacks for that. So that's a +1.
Yeah, you got it.
And my level in damage. I also have key strike up, which is another +1. And then I also have the +1 for the hand wraps. So +3, although the hand wraps is actually built in. So a +2, whether we're affirmated or not.
Very nice. You got it.
All right, here we go. So for my final action, I'll just be making a single fist attack into her knee.
Go for it.
Okay. That is a 19.
19 is right on the money. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right. So
Chase,
this will be...
Yes.
Would I have had time to cast my scroll of magic weapon on them before they headed over here?
That only lasts for a minute, so probably not.
does it
wear
only
off by
last
the
for a
time we
minute?
got there.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind then. I thought it was an hour.
I could be wrong. You can double check.
So basically, he twirls the staff around, and then... Let's see. This is going to be a D6. Then it deals an additional D6. So that's going to be 6 plus 2, D6 plus 2, and that's his regular attack, 6, plus an additional 2 for the key, so that'll be 8, plus his level of 4, so 12 for the blessing of Shaylin.
Very nice. Yeah, as you're swinging with this punch, you almost feel like you can see that key kind of forming an energy around your fist, and you almost feel like you see this brief image of this radiant bird between your fist before it connects with her.
Okay. Can I take a religion check on that, or
you would recognize it as Shaylin, and you feel that she's blessing you.
Gotcha.
Now this Noel is going to take a shield block reaction with shield, and you shatter right through this green barrier and connect, but it does slow your blow just a bit.
Okay. All right. And that's it for Chichki.
Okay. It is now the male Noel's turn, and he is going to move up over here behind Chichki, and this female Noel kind of shakes her head as she kind of stumbles to a knee. You should have just left it alone. And he's going to run up behind you and snarl his teeth and just bite right down for your neck.
Not the neck!
Drops his wooden axe as if he doesn't care. That's going to be a 16. Wait, am I affirmated right now? I actually affirmated
nope.
during a fight?
Nobody's affirmated.
They took it back from me. Okay. 16 versus your flat-footed, Chichki.
Flat-footed would be a 20.
Okay, that's going to miss. And then going to go for one more bite at a minus. That is a nat 1. So I have my fancy crit fumble table up. Let's roll on that. Okay, this is with an unarmed attack. Okay, so ingrown tooth, we'll say, I guess, because it's called ingrown nail, but -1 circumstance penalty to all attack rolls until they score a critical hit.
Okay.
That was a move and 2 bites.
And Chichki will turn to face him and kind of pat him on the cheeks as he misses with the bite and say,
"You should have listened to the rest of my story about Lady Longshanks."
Just kind of grins and snarls. You hear the referee off to the side. Watch the teeth. That is a lethal weapon. Last warning. And it's Pjolb's turn.
Great. So I have a question for you with regards to a 10-foot burst. Is that just like a square of 5 foot, 5 foot, 5 foot, 5 foot, or is it like a radius of 10?
That's a 10-foot burst right there.
Oh, hang on 1 second. Okay. In that case, Pjolb would like to cast Calm Emotions with that centered on where Chichki is.
Okay. Very good. And that is will saves?
Yes, will saves.
Okay, including Chichki. Go ahead and make will saves.
Okay.
Stop hurting my cousin.
Oof, that is a low roll. That's a 9? What is your DC?
Oh, my DC is 19.
That is a critical fail then for the save.
Sick.
Nice.
Okay,
Chichki gets a 24.
22 for the female null.
That's a success. So,
Okay.
for the female null, because she got a success, she will have a -1 status penalty to her attack rolls. And for the male null with the critical failure, they can't use hostile actions, and hostility won't end the effect. Again, like if someone does something hostile against them.
Jason's familiar with this. He did this in season 1 and completely nerfed a fight with it. It's very strong.
Oh yeah,
Sweet.
it was awesome.
Sweet.
Chase, as the DM, decided with me that there were 2 versions we could try. One was an effect that would just stay there, and basically while you're in it is the problem. And then the other was a fireball-like effect where you make it go out and burst into them, and then whatever was hit by it, then just persist with it. It was a lot of fun, and it's pretty strong.
It's very good. What does it look like, y'all?
So I'd say that as Pjolb casts this, you see this the swirl of green and pink colors, and if you look closely enough, you kind of see like a very, very small version of Pjolb with a gigantic head, and it's like he's kind of riding around on these swirls of colors and saying, "Yeah, stop hurting him! Stop hurting my cousin!"
Very good. Yeah, as that happens, this Knoll that was snarling and grinning just kind of gets a blank expression. Yeah, I think I will. It just kind of looks like it goes numb. The Knoll cultist here is going to roll a check to see if they know what that is. They do. And she just kind of grins and looks towards Chichki. Just finish it. Right in the face. And that makes it her turn. She is going to sustain the weapon, and it's going to swing at Pjolb. And it's going to critically fail.
Oh.
Man, my dice rolls tonight. You know what? I have a villain point. I'm re-rolling it.
Do it!
She is a talented caster that is better than this. Okay, that's going to be a 22 versus your armor class, Pjolb.
That's a hit.
Okay, that is going to deal 5 damage to you as this dripping green spectral dagger cuts into you with force damage again still. And then she's going to take a bite at Chichki, but she clearly just does a warning snap at him and doesn't actually attempt an attack. Chichki, you're up.
He cocks his head to the side when she says, "Just finish it," and says,
You want me finish him?
and he points his thumb at the other Knoll.
Finish me first. I still have a desire to fight.
He nods appreciatively, says,
With honor.
and then he pulls out from his bandolier a smoke stick and drops it at his feet, activated with one action.
Very
This will
good. Okay.
be- I'll just draw this little smoky area. Oh, did you already do it?
No.
So he drops a smoke stick right there so that he's concealed.
Yep, you got it.
Okay. And then he will, let's see.
The crowd gasps as smoke arises and you and this other gnoll are concealed.
Mm-hmm. Now, if I step out to the bottom right, does that provoke an attack?
No, it does not.
Okay.
Couldn't attack if he wanted to. He's completely just incapacitated.
Okay. Well, I'm talking about her.
Oh, her? No.
Okay. All right. So he steps out, and because he's was unseen previously, he should have. Am I correct that he has what do you call it? Surprise? Or is that different than I'm thinking of?
Oh yeah, hit flat-footed. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can definitely hit the flat-footed.
All right.
Jumping out of the smoke there.
Yep. Okay. So that's action 2.
Mhm.
And then action 3 is going to be another unarmed attack.
Okay. Go ahead and make that attack.
Okay, so this will be against her flat-footed. And this is with an additional +2. Enemies are affirmated. That'll be
very
a
good.
17, which I believe is barely enough for her flat-footed.
17 does hit the flat-footed on the money.
Yay. And as he hits her other knee, he says, "Lady Longshanks preserves." Ooh. Okay, there's a 3 minimum damage for the regular part of the attack, and then let me just double check. I think the key strike is still up. It's like
Key
a minute.
strike, yeah, it lasts for a good little bit.
All right, so we'll just roll another d6.
I think. Key strike. Again, key strike spell, blah, blah, blah. Duration.
Maybe not.
We'll give you the benefit of the doubt for now, and I'll look at later. I think it does. I think it does last for a bit.
Oh,
Attack
yeah.
rolls. Yeah.
Cast time.
Yeah,
Curious.
we'll look into it later.
Okay.
But yeah, go for it. Roll it right now.
Okay, so I rolled another d6, and then that's 6 total. Plus the blessing is his level, so another 4. So 10 damage to her knee.
10 to her knee. Okay.
And that'll be it for Chichki.
Yeah, so okay. She drops to one knee. She looks real bad. That makes it this one's turn, which is just chilling there. And this one, you say, "Stop hurting my friends," and it just walks out of the smoke and it just hops off of the stage and it goes walking off. The referee looks really confused. Rek is eliminated for stepping off the stage. And Pjalb, it is your turn.
Oh, for stepping off the stage. Pjalb would like to try to take out a scroll and use the spell Hydraulic Push against our remaining combatant.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and make that as a spell attack roll, I believe.
Yes. Oh, whoops. Looks like I'm going to have to make the roll myself.
Ooh, pushing him off the stage for a finish is a cool thought, isn't it?
Oh, so that's an
Ooh.
11.
It's one of those where the die is on the 2, starts rolling, almost gets the 20, and then comes back.
11, however, will miss. So this torrent of water, it's just you having a hard time seeing her through that bout of smoke, and it misses.
Okay. And can I move? Would I be able to move in without being affected by the stuff?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I'll move. So I'm.
We'll say
next
you did
to-
the bursty version.
Great. I'll move. So I'm right here next to Chichki and say, "I'm sorry, cousin, I missed, but you've got this."
It's okay. Lady Longshanks protects us.
Yeah.
You
I
did
will
very
say
well
to
with the other one.
chat real quick. I'm at 4 villain points. You guys give me one more. I'll do something at the end of the session. Okay, that makes it this Noel's turn. She is down on one knee. Looks like she's about ready to collapse, and she is going to tap out. I am defeated. My partner seems to have abandoned me. Congratulations. And the referee says, that means the First World Fortune Seekers Alliance, represented by the Company of Honor, wins this duel. There's loud cheers coming off from the side. The audience gets excited. You know what? I think I have cheers right here ready to go. Yeah. And we are exiting initiative.
You got your 5th one, though. Are you going to do something intense?
Oh, I've got it noted. I will use those 5 healing points. I will say, chat, save the rest. And actually, production, we are nearing the end of this session. So why don't we put up the final poll for the evening? The Company of Honor is leading by 1 vote. So this is who determines who wins the bonus renown. Everybody toss in your votes. It'll be up for about 10 minutes until we end. So vote, vote, vote. Okay, she taps out. Cheers happen. What do you guys do? What's your little victory bout here?
Chichki jumps up around, hugs Pjolb and whirls him around like a cousin would, and then he places him down, walks back over to the female Noel, and helps her stand up. Says,
"You fight with honor. Thank you."
You fight with strength. May your Lady Longshanks guide you, and as you say, preserve. I think that you're going to need it in the coming months.
he nods appreciatively and then walks away.
You can see that she walks off the stage over here, and people are starting to kind of crowd you guys and get excited. There's people asking for autographs and asking Pjolb what spell he did to make that person do that. And you guys can see through the crowd, you can see the elf gentleman who put on the big magic show over here yelling at this Noel who stepped off the stage. You can't really hear over the crowd, but he looks angry. Looks like he's scolding him. And Midge, you have closed up shop. You hear cheers. You can probably imagine the duel is coming to an end, though from where you're at, you don't currently know who won. Gilgamesh, what are you doing?
I'm trying to find.
You do find this master of coin. He's walking around. He's inventorying and getting final paperwork done for all the shops. Currently, there's a small crowd, so he's not very there's not a ton of people around him. But there is still people out and about.
Yeah. I'm going to approach him. Hello.
Oh, yes. Hello, Gilgamesh, is it?
Yes. That's the name I've chosen for this century. I have a question for you.
Okay. And what is that?
What do you know about the missing merchants?
What do I know about the missing merchant? You're the one who brought up that inquiry? There is no missing merchant. The only ones who didn't show up was the Pathfinder Society, and they had everything in order. They are not missing. They withdrew.
Must sense motive this bitch.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception.
Ah, come on. Oh my god.
Okay, you can't
That
get
was
a read
2 on
him.
the dice, everybody. The total was what, 7?
7. So very poor roll. Yeah, you can't get a read on this gentleman. This music's too happy for Gilgamesh. Hold on.
What? Gilgamesh is a happy-go-lucky individual.
And there's the happy-go-lucky music to suit him. Yeah, you can't get a read on this guy. He seems like he almost just can't be bothered with you. He's more worried about scribbling on his scroll and wandering around. Doesn't give you much notice.
You have kids?
No, I don't ever plan to.
Have someone you love?
Not love. I have those I'm fond of.
Who are they?
He's gonna stop scrolling. He's gonna look down at you, just kind of furrow his brows. Why do you want to know? Can I help you with something?
Yes, you're in my way. I can't read you. I need you to give me a reason not to follow you down to the ends of the earth in order to find out the truth of this. I am a grave digger, my friend. I put people under and I pull people out. Don't make me do this. I don't want to go back to that life.
Roll and intimidate.
Come on, I've been rolling horrifically. I
You
don't
have been.
like it.
You got to just put it out there. You got to put.
Oh my God! I'm not putting anything out there, good sir. No, no, I'm going home. Good day, sir. I got a 0.
I imagine you're so creepy, but you're just so small.
I know. Just like...
He just got a nat 1 for all those of you who are wondering.
And I have a -1, so it's a 0.
He chuckles. I don't know what you're talking about, but please go bother someone else.
You know, tiny people they're always looked over. There was one guy down south, made it difficult for me. In the middle of the night, he was tied to the bed and I crawled into his mouth. Now, people think that you could bite down on someone this small, right? But it triggers the gag reflexes. Next thing you know it, you're spewing your dinner onto the bed, you're choking on it, and down goes this little tiny figure into your throat. Everything gets all vulnerable and mushy down there.
Okay. Good day, sir. And he's gonna just start walking away from you.
He's gonna get his cloak, wrap it around himself, pull it close to him in this cold winter day, gazing out into the sunless sky. He's gonna return to Midge, maybe have a bottle of wine. It's been a tough day.
Oh, I'm only 13. I can't drink alcohol.
You see Gilgamesh, his edgy coat as the night is getting chilly. You guys heading back up to the tent with the rest of your group?
Okay, so did we get any points for the fight?
Different thing. The points are for the stand. Mm-hmm.
Cool, just making sure.
Oh.
Just making sure I wasn't failing my job as scribe.
We got 50th points.
Okay, yes, I'm going to make my way definitely back up to where we're supposed to go.
Well, so I'm just going to do a quick call out. Where the poll stands right now, it's going to end us at a dead tie.
What happens
So
on a tie?
I haven't thought about it, so I'm going to think about it. And in the meantime, if anybody else wants to vote, you could.
Nobody vote! I need to know what you're gonna do, Sarah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, you guys all gather up in this tent. The crowds are starting to kind of disperse. You guys see all of these games cleaning up. As you see the games clean up, something catches your eye, Chichki and Pjalb, as you guys are right there in the midst of it. You can see one of those game vendors was giving away a very nice looking magic item, some sort of magic bracelet with a whole bunch of charms on it. But you guys all group up, and the queen has her master of coin. You can see the master of coin is looking a little bit disturbed. You can see him whispering something to the queen. She listens and nods, and then she's gonna gather up all of these groups. You guys gonna gather with all of them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I run over to get that magic item, the shiny?
You want to try to steal it?
Oh no, I just want to go like
Do the thing.
hey,
You can run up to it, and there's a human woman. She's middle-aged, long red curly hair, looking pretty tired. You wanted to take a shot before I'm closing up?
yeah.
All right, listen, 10 gold. It's a bit pricey, but I've already mostly closed up. I'll give you one shot for 10 gold.
I'll do it.
All right, you see this bow here? Now you can see that she kind of gets her stand put together. She goes up, she sets up a target out at the back of like the stand, just like an arrow target. Red dot in the center, white on the outside, red on the outer portion. And she gives you a bow. with 3 arrows, metal tipped. Now, all you got to do if you want to win that prize, you got to hit that bullseye 3 times. If you hit any of them, I'll give you a portion of your gold back. If you get enough points, you'll even maybe make a bit. You want that bracelet, though? All 3 bullseyes.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do my best.
Have at it. All right, so you just need to make me 3 attacks with the short bow. Are you proficient?
I don't think so.
Very good. Okay, go ahead and just take 3 attack rolls.
That's a 19 to hit.
First one, bullseye, right in the middle.
Yeah. And he'll kind of look down and say, "This one's for my best friend." 11.
And you get the outside edge of the target. No bracelet. Sorry.
All
But
right.
one more. Give it one more go.
Could I possibly give it a whirl for you?
And that one, you get the middle circle there. All right, that's enough to get 5 of your gold back. Congratulations. Hope you had fun.
All right, thank you. I'm sorry, Midge. I was
No. Not a problem.
panicked.
Not a
Listen,
problem
I
at all.
really should be closing up, but if you want to throw in 25 gold, I'll give you one more go.
Well, I just happened to get 25 gold today.
Okay.
I'll drop that in there. Okay. Midge will check this thing, blow on it.
We
Whisper.
ended in a tie, everybody, by the way, so we're going to figure out who won in a minute.
Oh, Desna, bless this strike.
Are you proficient with the short bow?
Yeah, I'm a rogue.
Okay. I
Yeah,
didn't know rogues are proficient with short bow. I didn't know they weren't either.
I think
so.
they are. I think it's a.
Yeah, it's one of their.
It's one of their
features.
exception weapons.
Right. Okay. Make
I
those
don't-
attack rolls.
What? Okay, just a D20 plus 7
Uh-huh.
or whatever my bonus is.
Yeah, it's +7. You're not affirmated. I am.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Desna's with me. I didn't add the +7. We're gonna do it in our
First
heads.
one, bullseye.
Bullseye.
Mhm.
How many bullseyes do I have to get? I wasn't.
3 if you want the bracelet.
All right.
You got this, Midge.
Second one.
Should be easy for a hero like yourself.
Bullseye.
Second one, bullseye.
Okay, third one.
Third one, what's that total?
That is a 20.
It's going dead straight for the bullseye.
But I
And-
have fortune.
You got roll again. Nat 20.
Yes.
That thing flies right for the bullseye. The last second looks like it just veers a tiny bit to the right
What?
and it misses.
Oh, I call shenanigans on
Ah,
that.
so close. You almost got it. Good shooting. Closest I've had all day. Here, you can take 15 of your gold back.
No, Midge turns and looks at this person with pure draconic murder blazing in her eyes. Oh, did you know that I am a personal acquaintance of the Queen? Were you aware of this fact when you tried to cheat me, you scoundrel? If you fill my pockets with all of my gold and the item that was the grand prize, this shenanigan will not reach her ears. Are we perfectly clear?
Roll
Intimidate?
and intimidate.
Can Pjolb aid and just look menacingly behind him?
With the goggles just staring.
Yeah.
Yes.
You like roll up the goggles so we
That
see.
was such a bad advantage roll.
Oh my god! I rolled a 1 and a 2. I can't even believe that.
It doesn't even matter. Pjolba says, listen, if you want to throw a fit, I'll go tell your friend the Queen about it, because I know that you're looking to, get on this deal here. So, since you're trying to shake me down, how about I give you 5 of your gold back?
Just sputtering with just absolute obsession and the fury. You can't. No, that
She-
isn't.
She flips 5 of the gold coins back to you and then starts packing
I
up her
haven't.
stuff.
Wait, I haven't had all 5 of my shots.
It's only 3.
It's only 3 to get 3 bullseyes, and I got it. Oh my!
You didn't get it. You missed one.
But I did. I did get it. Okay.
I know you did, Midge.
You know what? Gilgamesh, I'm going to need you to speak to the queen for me. I have business I must attend to. And I just like eyes locked on this woman's back as she like walks away, and Midge gets small in the crowd. The horde must grow.
Okay, so Midge is stalking off. The queen gathers the rest of you. Is Midge not coming? Oh, very well. I just need a representative from each of you. Listen, I have made my decision for the evening, and I am going to dismiss. Pulls the Master of Coin, glaring at Gilgamesh, hands her a scroll, and she looks over it. All right, I am going to dismiss CMC. Aloy Aces. Clockwork Scouts have been eliminated. Flea Biters are dismissed. I would like to talk to the Onyx Cuts, the First World Fortune Seekers Alliance, and Ingots and Sons, if you would. Now, you all performed very well. The rest of the people have been dismissed, kind of sadly disperse away. Now, I am only picking 2 partners for this. We do not want to spread it too thin. So, before I make a final decision, I will say first place, the ones that just impressed me the most throughout the day, was the Onyx Cuts. They just did so fantastic. The magic was enchanting. Your stand was so well run. Official suppliers of the Pathfinder Society here with their Wayfinders. Can you believe that? Anyways, the other 2 of you, Ingots and Sons, First World Fortune Seekers Alliance, why do you think that you deserve to be partnered with Arcfeld?
Ichki
First World
walks.
Fortune Seekers Alliance, we'll start with you.
Chichki walks somberly up to her, pulls his mask down, and says,
Little did you know, our stand supplied something very unique to the people of the
Oh no!
of the fair. We supplied a lesson. We tried to do things in a different way, and things weren't working so good. But then we made friends with some of the competitors. And when a big fight broke out, we were tempted to destroy, to stop something with destruction. But,
and he turns and he points at Midge.
Midge is not there any longer.
Mitch
did
is
she
out
go?
seeking destruction.
where did she go? Well, one of our members convinced us to use peace and to be good. And we did. And we succeed. And guess who saw that? All of the people. We supply not only fixes and solutions, but we supply a good lesson. And this is how we in the Fortune Seekers Alliance do. Thank you.
And then he walks back.
Very well said. Thank you, Chichki. The Master of Coin is scrawling notes and just kind of looks up and shakes his head at Gilgamesh. The dwarven gentleman, big red top knot, big red bushy beard, huge muscly arms, steps up, straightens his belt. Listen, us here at Ingots and Sons, we're a big fan of that ex fella you got over there at the Gold Bloods. My son caught one of his shows and has been hounding me to get him out there to another one. Could one of you promise to get us an autograph, and we'll just go ahead and take ourselves out of this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
May I make a speech?
The queen slowly turns towards Gilgamesh. Do you want to see if they're withdrawing first?
Oh yeah, sure. Are you withdrawing? Yeah.
Can you get us an autograph from X? Is it a
Absolutely.
promise?
I promise.
All right. Big fans of all of you, but that X, he's got the fighting, he's got the music, he's got the whole package deal, and my son would be very appreciative. So promise us that autograph. And we'll
hair
just
if you'd
step
like.
aside. And no, that'll be fine. Thanks, though. We made plenty of coin today, so we'll just leave it at that. It sounds a bit dangerous anyways.
Chichki is finishing writing a note.
Get signature from X.
And then he puts the cloth away.
Well then, I believe that settles it. We have the First World Fortune Seekers Alliance and the Onyx Cuts. They will be partnering with us to go obtain this new Starmetal. Arcfeld is in your debt. Well, not really your debt. I suppose that we are equal business partners now, and we are very excited about it. So I will be in touch with your Master Physics, and we will be discussing the details at a later time. Now, I have much business to attend to. Please enjoy any remaining festivities. Get home safely, and if you need a place to stay, we have many inns. It will be comped on the Queen.
In mind, you guys want to...
Oh, and my Master of Coin here will also get you all of your rewards for the competition. You did very well. We do have some prizes for you, as well as your cut from the stalls today, which was quite profitable. At least somewhat profitable. So, thank you all. Good evening. And with that, the Queen will disperse. All right, so we have a few things to settle here. We're going to kind of overhead this because we are out of time. We're a bit past tonight. So we have a few things to roll for. Number one, we have the loot. And with loot, we typically draft it here on stream. But since we're over time tonight, chat, I'm going to list out the loot that we have. And I'm gonna draft it with the players off stream. But you guys, after your pickpocketing, your fortune games, your spendings, and your slightly profitable stand, you guys put out 100 gold. You did make your 100 gold back. And then you also made a total of, sorry, give me 1 second here. I'm calculating. How many points did you have, Midge? What was your final points?
Our final point total was 8.
Okay, that's what I had as well. So good stuff. You guys made an extra 35 gold.
Chase,
Yes.
you're missing a thing.
What am I missing?
Midge is going after the person to steal their gold back and to get
Oh, I
the
haven't
gold.
forgotten.
Okay, okay,
I'm getting
Okay,
there.
I'm just making sure. I'll be
If we
quiet
have to
now.
resort to murder, that's okay.
Well, no, murder won't happen. We won't need to do that.
You guys are also paid once you return eventually to Absalom. Physics pays you guys a total of 300 gold pieces for making this contact. So that's going to be pooled together in your final loot. And then you guys are awarded for winning the duel some Spectacles of Understanding. And you are told that will hopefully help you in your ruins delving when you go to investigate the Starmetal. You guys are also given a demon mask for Midge tying in the talent show. The judges that were secretly watching in the crowd there had an even split between the Onyx Cuts and Midge, and you guys get a demon mask for it. So it's like, this is like, it's not actually like made of a demon or anything, Gilgamesh. It's just like an ornate Oni looking type mask, very decorative, very well crafted.
What are you looking at me for?
And then for saving the construct, you guys are actually approached by the Clockwork Scouts afterwards, and they are willing to purchase a +1 striking weapon of your choice from Ingots and Sons. So 1 +1 striking weapon of your choice. We'll count that as a voucher, and we'll draft that, and you guys can pick the weapon once we decide who gets the voucher. All right, now Midge.
Midge.
This game runner, this game master is packing up and heading off. What are you doing?
Oh, snap. So I grab onto one of those children running around and say, remember what we said about mischief? We're going to make some. Go distract that person, and I'm going to get you a big old fat purse. So I want to create a distraction. And
Okay.
I'm going to use my item chase. I'm going to use my cape, my one-time use cape, to, if I succeed, it is a critical success instead.
Okay.
Do I need to roll? I'm going to roll my diplomacy.
Let's see what you got.
Fortune. I have no affirmation. It's a grand 26. Critical
Grand
success.
26 is a critical success.
Yes.
Depending on what you're requesting, what are you
I want
requesting?
them to go make a distraction. So they're gonna go like mess with her and make a distraction so I can get in there and steal from her.
Oh, you're using like a bystander that you're
I'm
using your
using
cloak
I'm
on for.
preferably one of the children that were making mischief before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. Go ahead and roll your thievery to see what are you trying to grab? You trying to
I
get that
want to
fancy
Cut her
bracelet?
purse and I want to steal her coin pouch that has at least mine and Puleb's gold. Hopefully there'll be more. And I want to get the bracelet.
Okay.
Okay.
While you're going for that really quick,
Yes.
let's wrap up the last couple things
Okay.
before we finish this roll. Number one, we have a tie on the bonus renown tonight. I think we're just gonna roll for it.
Okay, that seems fair.
So I think each of you pick somebody, roll me 1d20, no bonuses, no hero points, no blessings, just a straight flat check. Two of you roll off against each other.
Mitch, I think that you have generated momentum. You have rolled so many bad rolls that the next one has to be a good one.
I don't know if this is a trap or not. All right, I will roll.
And by the way, if you don't want to roll, I understand.
No, I gotta.
The logic checks out if you think about science.
By
I'm
way
blowing
of
to the
science.
camera for you, Mitch. I 10? Could you
That
have
is-
been more in the middle?
It's pretty average.
Oh God.
Jason, it's all yours.
Oh, I
Me?
hate this die.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. All right. I shall roll a flat
Oh.
d20.
My heart is in my throat.
Oh.
Well, it was good enough. Chichki rolls an 8.
Oh,
Mitch,
So-
you did it.
Equal luck, just
Did
the
it!
luck of certain sponsors. Maybe somebody just really
Oh,
liked
my
a
God.
meat toboggan. So Powder Pact is earning the bonus renown tonight. So 2 renown to Powder Pact, 1 renown to Company of Honor for a job well done. And speaking of meat toboggans, I have 5 villain points. I am spending those villain points. Little did Gilgamesh know, he was making alchemical signs. He was making strange occultist-like shops, and he was creating a meat toboggan. And Gilgamesh accidentally created a cursed item. Whoever bought that meat toboggan is going to meet an ill fate as it becomes sentient and attacks them. And I am going to attack Gilgamesh in a random future session with the meat toboggan as it comes back to his creator to attack him.
Yes, my child. Oh God, yes. This is only the second time this has happened.
Only the second time that has happened.
Oh man.
Oh, so good.
All right.
What is
so we
the
have
challenge rating for 5 villain points of meat toboggan?
50. If it's not 50, I'm gonna be disappointed.
It's gonna be the boss fight.
Oh, man.
Oh, I'm gonna
Eating
cry.
people and growing bigger, like more meat in its meat tobogganness, right?
It'll be good. It'll be when you least expect it, Gilgamesh. All
Okay.
right, Midge, there's a distraction being made. You're going for a coin purse first. I need a thievery to see if you get it.
Should I go for the coin purse first or should I go for the bracelet first? Because that was the prize. I'm going to go for the bracelet first. Is that okay?
Going for the bracelet first. Yep.
Yeah.
This isn't
Okay.
a harder to reach spot. She's got this like packed up in her caravan.
It's
You
it's
do
a harder to reach spot, but I'll
Yeah,
go for
her-
coin first.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I'm so stressed out. I'm not acclimated, but I've got Desna on my side. I'm going to roll. I don't have any bonuses to this. So I just don't have a minus, correct? Or do I have a bonus because I have a distraction? Or you're just
I'm
you're just
lowering the
including
DC.
that in the DC.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm lowering the DC.
I'm
for
so
you.
scared right now. A 23.
You get it. Now
Okay.
roll me a stealth and see if you're detected.
Oh man, I don't know how. Okay.
And I should clarify. Your
I don't
thievery
think-
DC is not lowered, but your stealth DC is lowered.
I thought I only have to roll a. Okay, never mind.
Okay, that is
22.
a 22.
Yep.
Okay, you got the coin pouch.
Okay.
This is going to add 80 gold to your guys' coin pool.
Amazing. I don't do all of it because I'm going to pay the kids the 25 back that I stole from them originally.
I can math. It adds 55 to your guys' coin pool.
And now I'm going to go after the other one. I'm going to go ahead and pull my cloak up. I'm going to drop my cloak, right? Because it was just an item that was one-time use anyways. So I'm going to drop it to kind of like hopefully disguise myself, not draw as much attention to myself when I go for the other one. So I'm going to go for the other thing. I'm so stressed out right now. Fortune, the bracelet, don't get noticed.
Ooh, that's a 30. You snatch that bracelet very nicely. Now roll me a stealth and see if you're detected.
Oh my God, I'm so scared. Okay. This is fine.
Does the life of crime pay off for Midge? With a 26? You needed a 25, so you got it.
Oh my gosh.
If you would have been detected, I was going to take your demon mask away. And Midge was going to get in trouble.
Yeah, that seemed fair. I was pretty sure I was going to get in trouble. I thought I was going to lose a renown, honestly.
I still remember season 1. Particular player going back and stealing from somebody and then ending up doomed to for the next session.
Oh man,
so good. Finley, that rogue. All right, we are way over time, guys, so we're gonna wrap this up. I will tell you very quickly, and then we're gonna overhead it. Midge, you get your haul, you pay the kids, everything's happy. You guys are on the trade agreement. The items that you just stole is a good haul. You would have been sad if you would have lost out on this one. You got a lesser evocation talisman cord, which lets evocation talismans have a chance of not being expended on use. And attached to it, there's an owlbear claw, a potency crystal, a wolf fang, and an iron cube. So a handful of evocation talismans to use. That will be drafted as one bundle. So that is it. And that is it for us, guys. We're going to wrap up here. Cast, I'm sorry we went a bit over time. Thanks for sticking out. Super fun session. Chat, thank you for your support, for your blessings, for your affirmations, for your votes. It was a very intense one tonight. Anything else to add? Anybody? Em and my friend, is there anything we need to announce this week? I think we're done with streams this week, yeah?
We got a secondary donation to our funds that we did for our charity. We got an additional donation that brought us
a large one.
A large donation that brought us over $4,000 upfront, which is significantly over our $1,000 goal. And like you guys sharing around and like helping promote this was absolutely incredible. Thank you so much.
Yeah, big thanks to James Wiley. I don't know if he's out there, but he did a massive donation to match what was already raised and then matched it again. So big thank you. So awesome. We are just very heartwarmed by it and for all of you for donating. So thank you so much. Super exciting to see that fundraiser be so successful. So yeah, no more streams this week, guys. We'll see you next Monday with more Frost Geeks and then more streams next week. As far as treasure hunters, next week we have the Foresight faction paired up with the Gold Bloods. And if anybody was a fan of season 2, we are continuing the story arc with Arbiter Themis that was left off at the end of last season. So if you liked last season, we're going to pick it up a little bit for the story next week. So definitely make sure that you tune in. It should be fun. And aside from that, if you guys like what we do and you want to see more, please follow or subscribe on Twitch, YouTube, or social media, and join us over on Discord. You guys can chat more directly with us on Discord. You can get free NPC for hire art if you join Discord. It's a fun place. I recommend it. You can also show your support by purchasing dice and cool stuff from Die Hard Dice or any of our other affiliate partners. You can find our monthly discount code as well as our Patreon link in the discount sections below. Thank you all so much. Much love to you all. You guys let us keep doing this awesome campaign. We love you for it. Now go take a long rest. Do not invest in meat toboggans, and we'll catch you guys next time. Good night, everybody.